Welcome back to the best division in football with Awthentik and the Beard, presented by All or Nothing Studios. What's up, team? Thanks for tuning in to a very special Thursday preview show. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Happy Christmas Eve. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Hope you're having it with your family. Hope you're staying safe, masked up, testing positive or testing negative, doing what you're supposed to do. Thanks again for coming in tonight. Your boy Scotty Boomz. We got 3 NFC East games to preview coming up this weekend. It's down to the wire. Only 2 weeks left in the season. Let's bring in the fellas. Awthentik, you guys are in the holiday spirit, full effect. What's going on, brother?
What it do, man? Hey, happy holidays, man, to the whole Giants nation and everybody who following Awthentik and the Beard, man. We made it a little festive today, man. Shout out to my girlfriend for the shades and all the extra accessories we got rocking on tonight, man. But happy holidays to the squad, to the gang. What's up, y'all?
Looking good, man. Everybody fresh. The Beard, I think you're under there somewhere. Every time I look back, you got one more layer added in the spirit.
See, the thing that's crazy is, like, I got glasses, so I got the glasses on top of the glasses, and it's just making it a little, you know, it's difficult.
Wait, you telling me the Christmas tree ones don't come in prescription? You can't get those?
That would be awesome. Like, if I could, like, snap them onto my glasses, that'd be crazy. That'd be real rad. But nah, you know, it's Christmas Eve. And I'm ready to talk about some football, you know, and then right after this, I am running straight to Abuela's house because you know how we do Christmas Eve is like the big thing for the Latino community. So I'm going to be over there doing that. I'm super excited. I do got to give a big shout out, though, to my man, Jeremy, a.k.a. Chubby Uncle Rico. He sent me this Santa Claus, Redskins Santa Claus joint.
Washington football?
What?
Clean.
It's vintage, so it says Redskins.
We got to get rid of that thing. I got a torch upstairs.
So shout out to my man Jeremy, aka Chubby Uncle Rico. I really appreciate
shout out, Jeremy.
that.
That's what's up, fam.
So I am going to say some hellos to the people in the chat. Thank you all for joining us, everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. We really appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up while you are here so this stream gets out to the masses of the YouTube universe. You can share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your MySpace, your Friendster. Friendster might be a little bit too old.
Friendster.
Do you know what Friendster is, Scotty Boomz?
I've heard of Friendster. I never had a Friendster account.
Friendster was the first of all the social media platforms.
This is mid-90s we're talking about?
I don't know.
That was in the 2000s for sure. I think, it was the first platform, though, I remember.
It might have been the late 90s.
The Beard was like, yo, you need to sign up for this thing called the Friendster. I was like, what in the heezy, man?
Steve's out there riding, or I think he's out there riding bikes, shooting hoops. Like, I'm not trying to get on a computer. Come on, man.
No, sir. No, sir. I was still in my fit days back then. We was not signing up for Friendster. But MySpace, I came around. I was like, oh, MySpace cracking. Top 8, let's go.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
top 5?
Top 8,
top 5?
Let's go.
It's pretty crazy. So,
yes, sir.
Shout out to Chopped Liver. Wanted to know if Santa visited us. But no, I think he was talking to Lucas because it's already Christmas in Australia. You guys
Are they
know
that far ahead of us?
Yeah.
That's what's
Merry
up,
Christmas.
man.
Shout out to
Merry
Lucas
Christmas,
and all the way from Australia checking in. It's already Christmas there, so Merry Christmas, Lucas.
I'm hoping tomorrow Santa pulls up, man. We'll see what's good. I'm hoping I get some good gifts under that tree, man.
Deshaun Meekins says, what a wholesome conversation. Because they was talking about Santa Claus and trees.
He was the first one here. I didn't even see the comments. I was like, oh.
This beat sounds special too, Awthentik.
You know, I try to give you a little bit of Christmas vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep things cracking.
The absolutely lovely Sunday is in the building. Thank you, Sunday. We appreciate
holidays,
everything that you do. Matt Emery is here. What's going on? Happy holidays. The man, the myth, the legend, Nick the Wit.
Nick,
What's going on, Nick? How you doing, brother?
My man Nick, what's poppin', fam? What's up? Somebody said you still owe 1 penny to Authentic in the Beard from that bet. It was $19.99, they said.
I'm going to wipe that clean, man. Your 1 cent is your subscription. You're good, buddy. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Joseph Balby. What's going on, Joseph?
My man Joseph, what up, fam?
My man Cernock. Cernock, I know you playing Santa Claus today, tomorrow. Cernock got the kids. He been playing principal, teacher, cafeteria man, everything.
Shout out to everybody with kids out there in 2020. They're working 5 jobs now. Like you said, cafeteria worker, tutor, principal, as well as their normal 40-hour-week job. Salute to everybody out there doing that.
Doing IT, you know, when the Zoom ain't working for class and all that.
Okay.
Did you do HTTPS://? You have to.
Right, dog, right.
Whenever you guys get a chance, check out my Twitter or my Facebook. I posted a clip. It's like a commercial for like a mental health hotline, right? But it's like uncensored, and it is the absolute best thing I've seen all year long. Like, it is absolutely hysterical. It's basically like just people saying F you to things from 2020, but like just like no censored. It's amazing.
It's probably a pretty
crazy.
good list. There's been a lot of that in 2020.
Oh, it's a good 2 minutes. Trust me.
I gotta check that out. I saw a lot of people on Twitter today being like, "Oh, 2020 is so miserable, man." But yo, for Authentic in the Beard, I don't know about everybody in the chat, man. It's been a good year for us, man. Definitely got to salute everybody in the chat for supporting this channel, man. Y'all were a big part of a great year for us.
Definitely. Big shout outs to Nate Talks Giants for sure.
What's up? Hey, Nate, I
love.
need you to hit me up on Twitter, bro. I don't know if you got a Twitter, man, but I've been looking for your channel or your page on Twitter and haven't been successful finding that, man. So definitely holler.
Waterfly. Happy holidays, and for those that don't, happy day to you.
Yes, sir. What's up, Waterfly?
That's what I'm talking about. AJ Ford. Shout out AJ Ford. AJ Ford been showing mad love to Authentic in the Beard on Twitter all day long, every day, man. We appreciate that,
all
my
year
brother.
long. Yo, good conversations with the homie AJ, man. Really knows football for sure.
Those Giants fans, man, always dependable.
You know it.
Joel.
Hey, Beard Gang. We got to get him some ornaments, Tim.
Yeah. These things are pretty awesome. They actually are like, they're in there. You know?
Hey, I'm going to be honest about Joel. I know he's been with us, rocking us with us all year. Normally, I have the screen on minimum, and seeing his little picture, I thought that was a mask. That's actually a beard. He has no mask on in his picture. Like, I saw it, and I was like, oh, dope, 2020, he's got a little mask on. I got it on full screen now. Nope, there's no mask on Joel. That's just a full beard.
I'm liking that jersey. I'm liking that jersey. Beard Gang in the building. What's up, fam?
The absolutely amazing Tracy. Tracy.
What up, Tracy? What up?
What's going on, Tracy? And Bobby Boucher.
Hey, Bobby Boucher
in the building. Let's go, Mud Dogs.
Let's go, Mud Dogs.
What about the Fools
You
Ball?
can do it.
Oh, okay. Sir Knox got the evening off.
Remember that time Bobby Boucher came back at halftime and the Mud Dogs won? What was it, the Bourbon Bowl?
The Bourbon Bowl. It is. Dude, I see, and you know, in those breaks I'm in, a lot of them, they have the Bobby Boucher jersey autographed by Adam Sandler, or they have the Mud Dogs jersey autographed by the Fonz.
Hey.
What's his name? Henry Winkler?
Yeah, he played the coach with the green playbook.
He was the coach.
You remember when he was on the phone with his mom, right? And then the camera panned down and the phone was disconnected and he was like, I hate him, and he had on the high heels.
So many classics.
Hey, we forgot about that when we was talking about some of the best football movies, man. That's one of the best football movies right there.
For sure.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Speaking of fantasy and fantasy advice, I will tell you, I don't know if you saw the group chat today, Scotty Boomz, but did you see what Mike Swan did to me on the waiver
So
wire?
my question, I had a lot of questions, and I didn't want to blow up the whole group chat. He picked up 3 quarterbacks, you said. Is he still playing, or is he out?
No, he's playing me in the Super Bowl. And my starting quarterback is Derek Carr. It's the only quarterback I have on the roster.
I don't see a problem.
It's not necessarily a problem, but it's
gamesmanship.
Shiesty.
He picked up Drew Brees, Baker Mayfield, and Mr. Trubisky. All off the waiver wire.
We play to win, right?
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. I'll give you that, man. But
I think it's sketchy as all hell.
It was pretty funny.
Definitely sketchy, but it's not illegal. I mean,
strategic,
I thought that he was
strategically sketchy.
Strategically sketchy. I like that. We'll go with that one.
There's money on the line.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm cool with it. There's money involved with my friends gambling.
I texted him, and I was like, okay, Mike Swan, I see how we're playing this fantasy football championship then. That was it.
Kyle Key, he agrees. It's a strong move. It's a strong
move.
He might not get a Christmas card from the Beard this year is all we're trying to say.
Shout out Kyle Key in the building, my man Kyle.
What up, Kyle? What up, fam?
Him and Cernock are the Houston Texan resident fans, so.
Tough year, but they've been here all year rocking.
And they got a great quarterback.
It is pretty amazing.
What's up,
man.
Suchi? How you living, fam? How you living? Got that wrench now, big moderator vibes.
Yeah.
You freezing over there, you look like you froze up. See, if you was in the band, Tim, you be the dude that when the sound go out, you be like, the hell going on this stage right now? You got to just keep that TV face, man.
I mean,
when I see the Beard's eyes get up like this, I know he looking at me and something is wrong.
it was that time of the shout outs with the chat jump.
Hey, we got to get you a Mac, man.
Shout out,
it's
not the Mac.
Man, them chat don't never jump on me.
Because you're not scrolling
I do be scrolling.
Tommy, like a spicy chicken.
Like a spicy chicken.
Pico
Gallo. Pico Gallo. Shout out that man Tommy, though. What's up, fam? Man. I was tuned into them the other night, man. Good show.
Clutch B-ball in the building.
Oh, that's my man. He changed his name one time, though. That's I think that's Noah one time. What's up, fam? How you living?
You saw the Pikachu outfit on Tommy's show?
I did, and things got real serious afterwards, though, man. That show started off with a lot of smiles and Pikachu outfits, and then by the end, it was like it got pretty serious.
I missed the end of that.
Yeah, it got pretty serious, man. He's talking about his pops, ragging on him and stuff, and just it got pretty serious on that show. And they were trying to convince him to get his YouTube game together, and I was just telling him, man, like you need to just go live, bro, man. I took a line out of Pat Flynn, man. Put the running shoes by the door, man. It's easier to go running every morning if the running shoes is by the door. I'm telling you.
Sure.
Big Blue Jabroni in the building.
Hey, that's my guy. Yo, we got to tap you in before the season's over, man. He was on the panel with me, the Hub. Bobby Skinner was on that joint. PTA Sports was actually hosting that. Nate was in the building one time. Wolves was in the building. Yeah, that was a good panel. And then he had to go to bed. He was sitting on the couch in the flannel pajamas the whole time, man. Shout out to my man, Big Blue Jabroni, man. The mask is fire.
Does he have that Lucha Libre mask in real life? That's real.
Yeah, he wears that every stream. I saw his face, though. I went digging. I saw his Instagram, and I saw his face.
AJ Marshall, what's going on? Says, I like y'all new look dress for Christmas.
Hey, appreciate that. That's shout out to my girl, Gretz, yo. She blessed us with the fits one time.
Yes, sir. Ahuma's in the building. What's good, Ahuma?
Hey, what's poppin'? Einstein legend.
Washington, baby. We gotta go get this.
Dallas Cowboy fan came back.
Oh, she's back in the
what did we
because
say?
the season got a little bit revived. Now she's back in the building.
2-game winning streak. They come out the woodworks. We knew they were going to do this.
They got a little chance. Man. What's up, Monique? How you living?
Sabrina says, the way the panel is dressed today is making me smile.
Hey, what's up, Sabrina? Happy holidays. I saw her earlier in Cop Pizzle stream. Shout out to you.
It's all
real
you,
people. Happy holidays to you all.
Digging the logo, real people. Real people, I'm authentic. We see alike, fam. We see alike.
Shout out to Matt Emery for the $5 super chat. Says Awthentik wins ugly sweater contest because it's the beanie.
It's the beanie.
It's the beanie.
I don't know. Maybe he just meant to say because it's Giants. Come on. I got the ugly Christmas
Definitely. It's obviously
the Giants on the joint. Shout out my homie Charlie.
Maybe that's why he said it was ugly because it was the Giants.
Yeah, it's an ugly Christmas sweater vibe. It ain't supposed to be pretty. I mean, you see this. Did you see Pat Flynn this morning? Same exact pattern on his sweater. Same exact pattern.
What did it say?
I don't even think it said nothing. It had like little reindeers and stuff like that.
Wait, so Pat Flynn's not a New York Giants fan, right?
No, same pattern though. Like this is a popular pattern right here for like ugly Christmas sweaters. I don't know if y'all know the drill. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm the most festive guy.
That guy's a billionaire. He's like, all right, Christmas trees, snowflakes, and then box with more Christmas trees. Bang.
Right.
Print them out. Let's make money.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Pat Flynn, man. He was, I want to say today was his 281st day going live. And his channel is actually, the growth of his channel started at the beginning of COVID when he did start going live. So you might want to pump the brakes on the billionaire thing, man. I think he's just getting started, Scotty. But that's my guy, man, dropping big gems. Make sure you go and sub up to Pat Flynn, man. He took the time out to actually rap to me about some lighting issues we were having over here, man. And just a good dude, man, all around positive vibes.
For sure. I love me some Pat Flynn in the morning.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Feliz Navidad to my girlfriend Josie.
Mi gente, my people,
I will see you soon.
Hola,
for sure.
Hola.
Josephine.
Don't beat him up too bad, Josie. Don't beat him up too bad. He's gonna be about 10 minutes late. You know what I'm saying?
Tommy says, "Wow, why do I feel like I'm watching a throwback to Flavor Flav, Insane Clown Posse, and Jesus, reminiscing of the old days?"
I'll take it, Tommy. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Tommy,
I'm assuming I'm Flavor Flav, right? Because I got the circle sunglasses.
Maybe. Yeah, because Flavor Flav did have the darked out, the rims was darked out. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I was thinking more like some 2 Chainz vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 Chainz wearing glasses with no lenses in them.
Ash Money Records says, Authentic in the Beard, what are y'all socials? Would love to talk football and support.
Does this light up? Is that what she's telling me?
Is that what she's telling me?
Get out of town. It does.
Oh, we bligging.
They spinning, baby.
So these are the Instagrams right here on the screen right here.
Just add a number 2 to the end of Tim Walk on Water 2. That's my
That's for
Twitter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think Scotty Boomz is Scotty Boomz like that on Instagram. I'm at Awthentik on every social media platform. Yeah, definitely make sure
I'm dry on social media, so this is the only place you want to check me out.
Yeah, I feel you. We gonna get you right though. Y'all got to just start adding Scotty Boomz. So when he pull up to his Twitter, it's 100 mentions.
That'll make you like reverse, get up.
Shout out to Marjorie. Says, "Behold the 3 wise men."
Hey, we appreciate that from the stat queen
I love
herself.
that. I love that.
The stat queen herself, Marjorie, in the building. Happy holidays to you.
Man, so we almost got 50 people in the chat. Thank you guys as always. We appreciate the love and the support. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And Scotty Boomz, what you got?
Let's get it rolling. We only got 3 games to preview tonight because we have one interdivision matchup. Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Philly's coming in 4-9-1 off that loss to Arizona. Dallas is 5-9. Coming off the win against San Fran, 2 in a row. Little mini winning streak for him, no big deal. Jalen Hurts has been named the starting quarterback for Philadelphia. I don't think Doug Peterson has said he's the starter for the rest of the year. This is kind of weird. You're just going to name him week to week. But it looks like it's going to be Jalen Hurts because he has had success. Surprisingly enough, only completing 55% of his passes on the season, but he's not being sloppy with the ball. He's got 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 8 passing plays of over 20 yards. So he's a big play guy, even though he's not quite accurate as you want right now. He's being smart with the football, and he's making it happen for Philadelphia. Kind of reminds me of Josh Allen from last year. Josh Allen's like this. Not super accurate, but he's making plays with his legs and also big plays in the passing game. So if they can get Josh Allen-type progression from Jalen Hurts, you know Philly's going to be happy about that. Dallas is allowing the most rushing yards per game this season, also allowing 31 points per game. If that holds up, that's going to be the worst defense they've had in their franchise history. Eagles defense hasn't been particularly good either. They've allowed 9 plays of 40-plus yards. That's tied for second worst in football. CeeDee Lamb could take advantage. He had a nice week last week. 5 catches, 85 yards, and a return touchdown in the special teams game. Authentic, 2 teams who have given their respective fans lumps of coals in their stocking all year long. Who do you see coming out in this game and showing out and having another good weekend? Jalen Hurts or the Dallas Cowboys led by Andy Dalton and not as much Ezekiel Elliott?
Man, this is going to be a difficult game to pick, but I think I'll go with Jalen Hurts on this because Jalen Hurts balled out last week, man. 4 total touchdowns and a loss, which is kind of ridiculous. And I think the reason for the loss was, man, just a huge game from DeAndre Hopkins, man, 169 yards and a 1 touchdown. And Kyler Murray, he also balled out too. I want to say he had 400 yards in this game. Is that correct? I know he had 3 touchdowns, which is ridiculous. I think the Eagles' defense is going to give Dallas some problems too, man. You know, the Eagles are coming into this game second in sacks with 44 sacks. So I think they'll be able to put a little pressure on Andy Dalton. And Andy Dalton has had a couple of good games this year, man. But I think that Dallas has won their last 2 games on the back of this defense, which doesn't even sound right coming out of my mouth. I can't even keep the 100 with you. But, you know, I want to say it's 6 or 7 turnovers in the last 2 games here for the Cowboys. I don't see much more of that. It kind of reminds me of what Washington was doing in those back-to-back wins to finish out the winning streak that y'all had there, winning those games on the back of your defense. One of those games, your offense didn't even score a touchdown. So I think Dallas kind of comes back down to earth in this game. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles in this game, man. I think Jalen Hurts is poised for another big game. I need Dallas to win this game, though, because if the Eagles win this game and Washington loses to Carolina here on Sunday, that means that if the Eagles beat y'all, wouldn't that put them in the playoffs?
they'd be sitting at 5-9-1 going into week, and then 6-9-1 in week. Yeah, I guess.
It would.
Yep.
The loser of this game is eliminated.
Yeah, loser of this game is eliminated.
This is do or die. There's
This
two
is
men
do or
enter,
die.
one man leave type thing.
Yeah, man. So I definitely got to go. I'm going Eagles. I just think the quarterback play, it's going to be very hard to stop Jalen Hurts. I mean, Miles Sanders, even he didn't breach the 20 carries last week, but they did commit to the run. I believe he had about 16 or 18 carries, somewhere around 70, 80 yards. That's a really good look for them if they can just continue to run the rock. I think that Alshon Jeffrey also has had a boost, man, with Jalen Hurts in the lineup. So I'm looking for the Eagles to win this game, but I'm praying for the Dallas Cowboys to take over and possibly sneak out with the victory. I'm going to go ahead and give you a score right now, Scotty. Keep this one short and sweet, man. I don't really want to talk about the Eagles and the Cowboys too much today. I'm going to keep it 100 with you.
Sure, my friend.
Now, with all that said, I'm going to just go ahead and put a prediction out here. And although I think the Eagles are going to win this game, I need Dallas to win. So I'm going to say that Dallas is going to win because that's what I need as a Giants fan.
There's
so
a theory for that. There's some. I was talking to somebody who believed in this. When you put it out in the environment and you put it out and you use your force and you believe it's going to happen, it will come to you and it will happen.
I'm with you out there.
Is that what
and
you're using right now?
That's what I'm using right now. I'm using my, how everybody got their superpowers, they said, like on the 20th of this year. So I don't know if you've been on Twitter. People been talking about their superpowers.
Well, there's some things going on that haven't happened in thousands of years.
Truth.
Mercury rising.
Yeah, and I saw some people taking some really nice pictures of it was like the first time we could see Saturn in the sky or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this out in the universe here. I think Dallas is going to win this game. I think it's going to have to be a bit high scoring just for these two teams. And I'm going to say Dallas wins this one 27-24.
So it's hard to take away. You do think Philadelphia is going to win, but because you need Dallas to win, that's your score prediction.
Yeah, because this is the thing, man. We're going to need the Eagles to go into Washington last week of the season and take care of business.
I hear you.
I think that's just the only way that the Giants are going to be able to get into the playoffs. So I got to go with my pride here more than my gut. I tried to go with my pride last week in the Browns game. That didn't work out too much. But, so this week, like you said, I'm going to put this out in the universe. I'm going to use my superpowers. With our powers combined, the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game 27-24.
The Beard, everyone's talking about Jalen Hurts, new quarterback, shiny new thing over there in Philadelphia, balling out. But, I mean, the Cowboys, they do have Andy Dalton. He's been doing his thing the last couple weeks, couple wins against some pretty mediocre to bad teams. You see the Cowboys putting up some points this weekend? Who you got?
I'm going to use, reverse psychology. I don't really care who wins as long as we win. That's the good thing about controlling your own destiny. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... But I think Jalen Hurts is going to continue to – I don't see any reason why he wouldn't come up big again, especially against Dallas's defense. Although we have talked about Dallas's defense is playing better football. But, it's kind of fluky.
I got to interrupt you, man. So we do have to play Philadelphia. Washington has to play Philadelphia week 17. You don't care if they have something to play for or don't have something to play for? Don't you want to play a Philadelphia team that's eliminated? I would.
Hey, look, it made him think about that. He's like, wait, am I smoking that huff?
I would. I don't want to play a team that's something to play for. But go back to what you're saying. You said it doesn't matter to you. We're ahead. We control our destiny, which we do. But we might lose this football game and need week 17. We might need that game.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you put it that way, then yes. I mean, obviously, if Dallas... But listen, this other thing, too, though, is that I guess the only way that Dallas can win is if we lose out, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because
either one of these teams we have to lose out.
Yeah, so I mean...
Yeah, because if Washington wins this week, I believe that eliminates the Giants and Dallas with a loss.
Yeah, if them
and we have the tiebreaker over the Cowboys. So if we lose out and Dallas only wins one game, then we still win the tiebreaker over them.
With our powers combined, I'm glad you brought that up.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, man. So the Cowboys, it's a must win, and they need Washington to lose. So, but for the Giants here, we own the tiebreaker, so it wouldn't eliminate us if we win and y'all win.
I think Philadelphia is going to win the game. I truly do. They've been close since Jalen Hurts has came in. And obviously, almost only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades. But...
Oh, is that 2 losses with him at quarterback?
Yeah.
But 2 good games.
No, they won the first one.
Oh, that's right. They beat the Saints.
They upset the Saints.
They beat the Saints.
Yeah.
And then they lost to the Cardinals.
But, their offense...
He didn't think this through. He didn't really think this one through.
No,
He's just like, we just got to win out. I'm gonna just tell him we got to win out. We control our own destiny.
That's the truth of the matter. It's just, we control our own destiny. But
Your destiny is in the hands of Dwayne Haskins.
We're gonna get there.
Some of them $1 bills.
We will get there. But listen, Jalen Hurts is the real deal. I've been saying it, and I think he's gonna continue to do that. The real story here, though, is what Dallas is gonna do with Zeke Elliott's situation, because that is. Remember how last episode I was saying that my bold statement was that Zeke is going to be gone, right?
What do you mean? Yeah,
that story out of nowhere just started picking up steam.
Yeah, I saw that story too. Yeah, I don't think it's that bold of a prediction. I mean, look what's happened to them this year.
I'm saying, I mean, they would love to, I think, but where's it going to go? Who would take him?
Who's going to take the contract?
Like running backs. I mean, there's no Bill O'Brien's you can shiest with a David Johnson contract. He's the last of the Mohicans, and he's gone now.
Maybe the Jets. Maybe the Jets. The Jets are going to have some cap space.
That might scare them, though, with what happened with Le'Veon Bell, right, Scott?
They're still paying that guy, I think. Mm-hmm. Kansas City's like, thanks for this free running back for our playoff
Jesus. run. That's huge for them, too. I don't know what Clyde Edwards-Helaire...
This is your conscience speaking. You didn't think this one through.
Kill him.
Le'Veon Bell did not work.
Kill him.
Get him. Get him.
JV Fox, baby.
Okay. All right. The Eagles are going to win this game, unfortunately. But maybe it's reverse psychology. Maybe I'm picking the Eagles to win so that they lose. But the Eagles are going to win this game.
That'll be good for us. I like that.
It's going to be
doing what Awthentik's doing. You think the Cowboys
let's get to that super chat. That's been up on the screen for me one time.
Yeah. All right. So Sunday, send a $10 super chat. Happy holidays again, guys. What is the plans for this channel when football is done? Also, anything on membership as well.
You can handle that. Go ahead, Beard. Let them know what's good.
So we will be doing content during the off season. We're going to be hitting you guys with all different types of stuff for the draft. We got a big show that's actually going to be premiering here soon.
Oh, yeah. We made the announcement on that one. January 2nd, we're going to be doing a trivia show. And we got a couple of contestants already. So we're looking for a couple other contestants. Shout us out on the Twitter one time if you want to be a part of that, too.
And then as far as membership goes, we haven't really talked about that. I mean, maybe somewhere down the line, but no real plan set in stone as of now. But listen, football is year-round, no matter how you guys want to look at it. The draft is going to be big for every team in the NFC East.
Big time.
So I'm super stoked. I'm a big college football guy too, so I'm ready to sit down and start breaking down some film for sure. That's most definite. We also got a couple other... I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles 29-27.
Scotty's like, I don't like that.
It's been a long time.
You guys are confusing me because you're telling me you're not picking what you actually think is going to happen, so I don't really know. You're both giving me the reverse psychology, I think.
It's been a long time since I've heard that from Scotty Boomz.
At least I had some reasoning, putting it out in the universe, bro. Putting it out in the atmosphere.
Dope beat to step to.
Another
Shout
super
out,
chat.
Nate. I definitely believe you on that, Nate. We need Daniel Jones to ball out for sure, and we do got another super chat.
Thank you, Josie. I love you. Proud of you guys. Merry Christmas. $19.99 super chat. We appreciate it, Josie.
We'll make sure me and Scotty split that one nice and even.
All the way down the middle.
And Bobby Boucher.
Hey, Bobby. We got another one.
Afternoon, fellas. Giants about to open up a can of whoop on the emo chickens on Sunday.
You can do it.
You can do it.
All night long.
And then shout out to the homie Lax044, $9.99 super chat. Happy holidays, fellas. Thank you for making such great content all season. I'll let Steve Awthentik finish that one out.
No, you got to say that, bro.
Don't say it, bro. No, you don't have to say it. You don't have to.
Hey, he reads super chats. He tried this last show.
Let's go,
bro,
Giants.
you read the super chats.
Let's
I
go,
don't
Giants.
read the super chats.
Let's go, Giants.
It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. It feels weird to actually
We'll talk about that. Next production meeting, we'll talk about who's got to read the Giants theme super
Yo, he reads the chats. I got a whole production desk over here, things I got to do. I can't be reading the super chats, and my screen about that big.
So, Scotty Boomz, where are you going with this?
Well, I told you my Eagles are going to win out, right? So the Eagles are going to finish with 10 wins on the year. They're going to be 10-6, 10-5-1. This is a tough one for me. I mean, Jalen Hurts is looking good. The Cowboys' defense isn't good, but Cowboys' offense is looking okay, and the Eagles' defense isn't a whole lot better. Miles Sanders is better than people talk about. Jalen Hurts, still not enough tape for him to be neutralized, and the Cowboys definitely don't have the talent to neutralize him. I'm going to take the Eagles 34-31.
Score's pretty close, man. I like the scores we picked there. We got 3 points from me and Scotty, 2 points from the Beard.
Divisional matchup, it should be close this time of the year, too.
Everybody always say that.
You're up 5 games now in the season-long standings.
I had a bad week last week.
You did it, but everybody had a bad week last week.
I got you.
5 games? I outpicked you by 1. So maybe you're 4 up. I think you're 4 up then.
Yeah, because you was – wait, was you 4 going into this week or was you –
I thought it was like 7.
He thought it was like 7. I'm just giving the trophy, bro. When you used to winning, you don't,
I mean, what?
You see how I did the Steve Spurrier joint? Come on, bro.
Steve Spurrier.
60 minutes.
Look, let me tell you something. Do you know how good it is to have Ron Rivera now? Because, you really go back and look at some of these guys that have been coaching here in Washington over these years and some of these press conferences and the stuff
Wait. We can't jump the gun on that. Ron Rivera's been terrible in the press conference. He lies to the fans all year long.
He has.
And how many wins y'all got?
6.
Yeah, back in Steve Spurrier's days, that would have been an awful season, but the way things been going this year.
Did you know how many winning seasons Washington has had in the last since?
Who's your favorite coach? Who's your favorite coach of the last 25 years, the Beard, for Washington?
I'm going to go Shanahan. I'm just jump in there. I know it wasn't a question for me, but I'm going to go Shanahan. We did see RG3 win the division at 10-6 or something like that.
Shanahan
Joe
did
Gibbs
some dirty
is in there too. Joe
Gibbs 2.0. Gibbs 2.0 probably, and Marty.
Gibbs 2.0 was good.
I like Jim Zorn.
I hate Jim Zorn.
So wait, how many winning seasons? What was the question?
How many winning seasons has Washington had since the start of free agency in 1993?
I'm going to say
trivia question?
4.
No, way more than that. I'm going to say 8.
No. It's only been 3 winning seasons in the last 28 years, I think.
That's absolutely not true. 100% that's not true.
Hey, somebody do some research on that for us one time. Check the Googles, the internet.
We finished 10-6 with RG3.
Yup.
Man, is it?
Hey, we appreciate that, Kyle.
Real stat? Don't tell me this is a real stat.
I think it is, bro.
Authentic in the Beard going major 2021 stamp. Shout out Kyle Key. Thank you, brother, for the $5 super chat. We appreciate that.
I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say it's 4.
Who said it? One of you guys said it or somebody in the chat said it?
No, I said it.
Yeah, the Beard just said that was what it was.
Where did you get that from?
Top of his head, freestyling.
Okay. It's more than that. I'm telling you, it's like 6. Because in 99, we won the division at 9-7 or something.
He doing a little Googling. I like that. That's what's up. Cross-check, I'm going
to say 10.
10 winning seasons?
Out of 28 years? Yep.
Oh, and 20. Well, he said since 1999 free agency, I think, when he first proposed the question.
1993.
So 1993 free agency. That changes the game.
27 years, 28 years.
1, 2.
I'm going to go 6.
It's 5 winning seasons since 93.
Ooh.
Which ones?
So in 96 we went 9-7. 97 we went 8-7-1. 99 we went 10-6. 05 we went 10-6. 2012 we went 10-6. We haven't had
since 2012 we hadn't have a winning season?
No.
Come on.
We haven't had more than 10 wins
in 2016.
We haven't had more than 10 wins since 1991.
More than 10. Yeah, so the 10 with the RG3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I'm with you. He said, I'm out of here. Best division in football was only Authentic in the Beard.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy, right?
That's unbelievable. So 5. So it's 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah. Now, Emery said 6, but somebody cross-checked and said it's 5. I said it was 4. But he said since 99, so I bet you if it's 99, I bet that 4, right?
Did I say 99? I thought I said 93.
First time you said 99. I'm going to rewind the tape later and double check.
I'm pretty sure I said 93.
Where's my red flag?
Throw it right now. We got 1 minute to go. Actually, under 2 minutes. It's going to the booth automatically.
Shout out to Monique. Sent a $15 super chat. Only sending a chat so I could do an amount divisible by 3. But since I'm here, I thought we agreed Authentic wouldn't choose the Cowboys anymore.
I need y'all, Monique. I need y'all to show up.
Is that a $15 to try to convince Authentic to change his pick? Because the way it works here at the best division of football is we don't change picks.
That's true.
Written down.
That's true. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
I'm actually really look.
Oh, J. Jean says you said 93.
Okay, good.
Call on the field
has been reversed.
has
or
been
it's been upheld.
Oh, it's upheld.
So
what
I'm really thinking is, okay, so I know how I feel and how Boomz feels from a Washington standpoint. I know how Awthentik feels from a Giants standpoint, but I wonder how Philadelphia and Dallas fans are looking at these last two games. Like, how are they like as amped up and thinking about playoffs as I'm sure they are? They're probably sitting back there like, Dwayne Haskins and Daniel Jones, like, yeah, we got a real shot here.
Yeah,
right?
I think the Cowboys fans are probably more hyped than the Giants fans are now because, they on the up and the Giants have been on the down with no quarterback in the lineup and stuff like that. I think just having a chance, I can remember seasons like that have been like that for the New York Giants where towards the end of the year, you get that one little bit of hope and you start being like, maybe we could get to the playoffs and maybe make a little run here. So I think Cowboys fans are pretty hyped. Philadelphia fans, I think they're pretty down because they played 2 good games with the quarterback and, you're not getting W's in both games. That kind of hurts, man. A game like, you like that pun right there? That kind of hurts. You like that?
Jalen.
I don't even know how I did that.
This guy.
I don't even know how I did that. But, Jalen been playing good football, and to lose this last week to the Arizona Cardinals, that's tough, man. Put up a lot of points on the board, but just couldn't get the W.
No, I mean, the Cowboys they're dating the girl that, like, high expectations early, and then they immediately crash after the first or second date, and they were like, this relationship's going nowhere because Dak got hurt. This is just going to be – they're playing the string out. They're talking about draft position. If you go on Blogging the Boys, their SB Nation site, they're talking about who they're going to draft coming up. They're not really talking about the playoffs.
What are they saying?
I mean, they want to get a corner. They got to get.
No, I'm saying as far as drafting.
Who they want.
Yeah.
Like,
cornerback was somebody that they were talking about. What are you talking about? They want to win football games, man. Nah, but Philly's dating the bipolar one.
No love tonight.
Philly, Philly had a tough season.
This is
they
your
had the
conscience
injury
speaking.
bug. They had the injury bug, and Carson Wentz
you.
playing like garbage. And then you get Jalen Hurts now. He's kind of exciting the team, but you still got Carson Wentz. You're paying for it. So it's like, that's a tough
I like the comparison you made to the relationship, right? So it's like the Cowboys had a pretty decent girlfriend, right? And then another girlfriend came along. They thought she was the one, right? But she really wasn't nothing. So now they looking back like, man, my OG girl wasn't all that bad. Trying to get back to the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Philly's dating the girl where, like, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, man, she's the best you could hope for. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, she's a different one. She's wild. You're like, it's a bipolar season.
She's out doing what is it? What did the girls call a hot girl summer? That's what she's out doing.
You got Carson Wentz. You're paying him $30 million to be the worst quarterback in football, and then you got Jalen Hurts looking real good on the sideline. Let's put him in the game, playing well. Don't know what to do right now.
Right.
I'm confused.
Right,
It's
man.
tough.
Too little too late for them. You know what I'm saying? They should have probably made that move like the Beard was saying, just a little earlier.
And we're sitting there like we came into the season. I think rational Giants fans and Washington fans came into the season not expecting a winning season, even a 500 year. But our teams, like I said, we're early. We arrived a little bit early. So, NFC East, be on watch. We're here.
Facts. We are here. And I guess I wasn't a rational Giants fan because I did say 9-7, 10-6. Woo.
You should be a little bit on the edge of that. Did I put Washington at 9 wins too, didn't you?
No, I'm trying to remember. Did I put Washington at 9 wins or did I have it set 7-9?
I thought
you had it at winning
if you
the
picked
division.
Washington winning the division, I think you said 9-7, but you might have said, you're right, you might have said Philly.
I think I picked Philly to win the division and put
Washington at 7-9. You might have.
Shout out to Press Lance with the $1.99 super chat. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's pestilence.
What did I say?
It's
pestilence. It's pestilence. And that's my man PTA Sports one time. Had me on the show last night, man. We got to bring these guys on one time, Pest, so you can show them the ropes, man. You know what I'm saying? PTA Sports, real raw, real uncut, man. Just going ham on that channel. I had a blast last night, man. Thank you for tapping me in. I was driving home. Stopped by the McDonald's one time when I tapped in, got me 2 double cheese and a small fry, made it back to the crib, got on the channel. We got to chop it up. Pest is one who was thinking, I don't know if it was the eggnog speaking last night, but Pest was saying that Leonard Williams is a $20 million plus man. And a lot of us were disagreeing with that. But I definitely think we got to bring back Leonard Williams as a Giant next season, no matter what it takes. But $20 million seems a little,
That's a lot of money for a D tackle. A lot of money. Do
Yeah.
you have any last words on your Washington football teamers before we get off this?
Well,
or these Philadelphia Eagles and
oh yeah.
But he did morph into a little bit of Washington, so I feel we got plenty of Washington
because
talk.
we wanted to, we were trying to figure out who we were going to pick to win based upon what we needed.
Cernak said no McRib.
That's
no
out
McRib.
right now. They're
I ain't never had a McRib in my life. I might have had a fish fillet.
I've never had a McRib or a fish fillet in my entire life.
I think my mom got me the fish fillet back in the day, and I tried it and was like, nah, this ain't for me.
Nah, don't. Tartar sauce from McDonald's?
With tartar? I know, nah, cuz. And that chicken biscuit that they do over there at McDonald's, don't ever do that. It's like a box of sand. It's the driest sandwich you've ever had in your entire life. It's awful. I saw the commercial. Man, that joint was looking so delicious. I went and got, my biscuit was all hard and dry. Looked like they made the biscuit 2 days ago and reheated the patty for me, man. Nah, cuz. Nah, not the way. Not the way. Oh, 4 years, $90 million for Leo. Okay.
You know you could get chicken and waffles at McDonald's, right? So there's a secret menu.
Not a
From
fan.
where? Probably can't
From
get
McDonald's.
That.
McDonald's got a secret menu, Scotty. You got to say some like secret words, and they open up a secret menu for you where you could get like triple Big Macs and all kind of crazy stuff.
I'd already assumed the beard would be my plug. If I ever had that question, it would go to the beard. Like, what's up, Tim? Man, I got a question. I'm at McDonald's right now. It's 3 a.m.
Facts. You should have seen him on Twitter talking about his. He said, "Man, don't nothing hit like a slice of 7-Eleven pizza." No,
what I said was, is a McDonald's. 7-Eleven fresh.
Say that 7-Eleven one more time.
Fresh 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Not
fresh.
Nobody say that 7-Eleven like you say that 7-Eleven.
Fresh 7-Eleven pizza is the best bargain in the world.
That's what he said. Best bargain. Not too far off, right?
You know how much a large pizza costs out the oven?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The bear. When it comes to food, something I'm gonna put in my body. Bargain is never the word I'm looking for. It's never the word I'm looking for. This dude will go to
7-Eleven and he'll be like, let me get 6 wings, a big bite, and what's the other little thing you was getting? A little bacon and egg, like man, what them joints called, dog? They like a little like
taquitos.
Taquitos, my man, Scotty.
He used to come over to my house with the bag of taquitos. He'd be like, I got an extra one. It was 5 for $4 today. You want a taquito?
See the bargain, man.
I'll have a taquito. Why not?
Look, 7-Eleven pizza, fresh out the oven, large.
Large.
$5.
Wait, they have different sizes of pizzas?
Nah, but it's a large. I wanted to clarify because $5 you might think it's like a personal pan or something like that.
It's a good slice.
But you get $5, you get a whole big square box of fresh pizza.
They cook it for you there too, right?
Yeah, they cook it for you there too.
So that was a great. I've never seen that
like
before.
3 minets.
Somebody walked up in front of me in line. They were like, "Yeah, let me get a large pizza, well done." And I was like,
"Hey, yo,
7-Eleven."
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. That sounds like a receiver coming out in the draft next year. Like, yo, you got to watch out. Semba Belevin out of TCU. This guy's a deep play threat. He's got great hands. He runs a crisp route. Watch out for Belevin. That's a 2nd round, 3rd round draft.
He'll be a bargain in the 2nd round of the draft.
A bargain on the pizza.
Oh,
hey, you wild. Them Timisms, man. Them Timisms, boy.
That was fun, guys.
All right, let's keep it moving here. We got to get to trivia time.
Yeah, let's get it, yo. We do got to get to trivia time.
Favorite time. We're cutting off the authentic beats. We're going to kick on some jazz flute.
I think I'm going to, the trivia time is the one beat I didn't make, but I might have to go in the closet and get the jazz flute and make my own trivia time beat one time. You know what I'm saying? Little Will Ferrell vibes.
Peace out, Matt. Thanks for coming through, buddy.
Oh, that's Matt Emery making moves. Peace, fam. Appreciate you sharing the stream every time, bro. Big supporter from where we went to high school at Albert Einstein High School in Kensington. If y'all want to go look up them yearbooks, try to find some OG authentic pictures. 10th grade, 11th grade.
Or you can go
12th grade. I wasn't there.
If anybody can find any footage from the football games, I'd like to get my highlight tape, man.
Oh, that highlight tape will be fire, huh?
Yeah.
You used to get ran over at middle linebacker, but you was making some clutch catches at tight end.
Be careful what you ask for, the beard. They might have more
because look, I'm not afraid because listen, man, I was not
afraid.
I was not supposed to be playing middle linebacker.
Definitely not.
But I just had the tenacity.
That was Einstein though. Einstein, they're like, you're not supposed to be playing D tackle, but you're gonna play D tackle.
Look, right. There was not a time during the game when I was not on the field.
Yeah, special teams.
Special teams, I was a long snapper, so I was on the punt team. I was on the field goal team. I was on the kickoff team. I was on the return team, the hands team. I played middle linebacker and tight end. I played the whole game.
Dude, say it one more time with the whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game.
He gave that look through them glasses.
I can see it like the eyes came.
Hey, not me, boy. On defensive days for football, I did not even practice. Shout out to Mr. Burnell, who we're actually about to have on the show. Mike Burnell, who was our defensive backs coach. He was like, Awthentik, man, you just sit to the side, bro. When I need somebody to run routes against these defensive backs, I'll bring you out. But there's no way in hell you're going to be playing defense on this team, kid.
JG wants to know what year we graduated. I graduated in 2002.
You look like you was kind of struggling to remember that. I did not actually walk the stage, but I was supposed to graduate in 2001 and then ended up going to Omega to get my engineering degree.
That's my hip-hop question. What in which Awthentik lyric, which friend did Awthentik drop out of school with at age 17?
Ooh, I might not even know that one.
Yes, you do.
Because I'm really trying to figure that out too. I don't know if I know.
Do I know Awthentik's lyrics better than? No, there's no chance.
Yeah, that's an OG. That's an OG album. That's why I'm struggling. Tom Lim.
Tom, I believe it was either Tom or Sean. Tom.
It's Tom. I think it's Tom.
I think the correct answer. Awthentik. You're up 1-0. All right, everybody. Awthentik in the beard.
And shout out Tom Lim. Tom Lim is the first person to get us into recording music, period, which actually took me down my whole trajectory path as far as my career goes in audio engineering. He had the 4-track. He was the first person to have Pro Tools. And he had 2 turntables and a microphone. We used to cipher at his house, skip school, go over there. And shout out to Mrs. Lim, who would allow us to do those crazy things because it literally made me the man who I am today. So shout out my man, Tom Lim. Check out his podcast, too. It's called What's a Podcast with Jerome Baker III, who's a DJ from the city, and my man, Abdul, who's a sneaker collector. And Abdul know everybody and they mama. That dude is a celebrity. But shout out to What's a Podcast. Check them out at What's a Podcast.
At What's a Podcast?
What's a Podcast? They actually kind of like gave me the confidence to be like, man, we could do what we do. When we started Awthentik in the Beard, we had done like 65 episodes down here. And they brought one of my podcast heroes into my basement one time, bro. So shout out to my man Premium Pete, who started the Combat Jack podcast with Combat Jack, who's the GOAT of hip-hop podcasting. Rest in peace to Combat Jack. He actually got Jay-Z his first deal at Def Jam. A bunch of other artists at Def Jam passed away, I want to say 2 years ago. Premium Pete was talking about that on his page, man. So salute to Premium Pete, who actually was a guest here in Awthentik's basement at the studio on What's a Podcast. You can go back, check that episode out, man.
I remember it was a trip to Ocean City. It was you, me, and your girl, and we were driving. You're like, man, you know what? We got like 3-4 hours with traffic. Let's put on some Combat Jack. We listened to 2 different episodes, and I was like, this is a different type of hip-hop talk radio right here. This is some real deal.
He was great. Combat. He was a great dude, man. Great dude.
That's tight. Oh, say Thrill Collins says he knew Jack too, man.
Oh, that's what's up, fam.
Passed before his time.
Great dude, man. Great dude.
Got 3 questions
for
the fellas
for dropping
tonight.
The Awthentik Bandcamp links.
Oh, appreciate that. Thank you, love. Thank you.
Trivia.
He's in it with the Bandcamp on stage. Check me out, bandcamp.com, baby.
Shout out to Bandcamp, man. I haven't changed the website because Bandcamp showed me a lot of love. 2018 top albums of January. They had me in there with Evidence, Crooked Eye, and like a few other people, man. Shout out to Bandcamp and my man Marcus Moore, who does a lot of writing for them from the city.
There you go. Shout them out. All right. 3 questions tonight for the fellas. 2 football ones, 1 hip-hop question. If you guys know the answers, feel free to drop them in the chat. If they don't know it, they'll take yours.
I'm going to scroll it up so I don't steal.
Our 2020 pre-Christmas gift was chalkboards, also by Awthentik's girlfriend, Gretzel. She hooked us up, so we're doing simultaneous answers at this point.
Same time, game time.
Same time, game time, as the Beard likes to say. The Beard, speaking of you, are you ready?
Same time, game time.
Awthentik, are you ready?
Ready to go.
Chat, are you ready? Let's play trivia. Question number 1. The Ravens are on pace to be the first team to average 170-plus rush yards per game in 2 straight seasons, since this NFC team accomplished that feat in 1983 to 1985. 170 rush yards per game, back-to-back seasons. Which team accomplished this from the NFC in 1983 to 1985? 15 seconds on the clock. Beat drops. Chat. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you're spending it with your family safe. Somewhat separated, possibly 6 feet. Hopefully 6 feet. Don't get too drunk on Christmas Eve. It can always make for an awkward situation with the family. So 2 or 3 drinks. Make sure you eat a lot as you drink. That's appropriate. Answers. I want to see chalkboards. Flip them now. Washington Redskins, LA Rams. Incorrect. The chat, you are all correct. It is the Chicago Bears.
Ooh,
known for their
Walter
defense.
Payton.
Also ran the football very, very, very well.
You see, I drew the goggles because I thought it was Eric Dickerson.
Art is not your specialty.
Those don't look like goggles with the
No.
I didn't know
eyeballs.
what I was seeing.
I
I thought
didn't
it was a
know what it was.
connection. Looks like 2
Yeah, it looks
plugs
like a
you're putting
connection.
together. Come on, man.
I thought it was 2
What
links
the-
from a gold chain.
Chat is
I thought
winning
I did good.
1-0. Authentic in the beard. Both incorrect. Good
I was
guesses,
like
though.
literally looking at your glasses, like, all right, I'm gonna draw those. kinda
Appreciate
like
you,
goggles.
Authentic, too, with the Washington love. Giving
You know
us a
why?
chance
When
there.
Washington, I heard you slip when you were doing
You
the
said
intro,
East.
and you said eat, and then you stopped, and I was like, maybe it is an NFC's team. I was like,
Just a slip up.
Yep.
See, Authentic, you try to go CIA on me too much. NSA, like, I know Scotty Boomz.
I'm not gonna lie, it
Read
crossed
him,
my
I
head
know.
too.
Yeah,
These
right.
these are my blockers. You can see.
I
them.
like that. Poker face.
0-0. Going to the second question, chat. You guys are up 1. Question number 2. What year? This is multiple choice. What year was the first NFL game played on Christmas Day?
Ooh.
Got 3 options for you here. I need the actual. Write the date out. Don't give me ABC, the beard.
What?
I'm gonna give you 3 dates. Just write the one.
You know what he meant, though, right?
Yeah. I got
Okay,
you. I got you.
okay.
I'm just saying.
Because you did that before.
B.
Well, you said multiple choice. Most people answer the multiple choice with
And
the
that's
multiple
why I
choice
made sure to
option.
preface it. Just don't call me out when
I got you. I
my
got
instructions
you.
might
You're
change.
good.
This is not.
sometimes.
This ain't the number 2 pencil on the little bubble on the test. You know, the
That's
answer
all
ain't
I'm
there.
trying to
You
say.
got to
There's
write
no
what it is.
Scantron machine here. I can't run
Exactly.
things
That's I
through.
feel like that should have been somebody's rap name, MC Scantron.
Scantron.
Nah, he did come out. He didn't make it. My man did.
Negative 1 points for that Scantron
His
thing. He
album,
just did there.
his album flopped. All right, multiple
This
choice.
is so
What year was the first NFL game played on Christmas? Was it A, 1960, B, 1973, or C, 1971? 60, 73, or 71? 60, 73, or 71? Do you guys normally eat big dinners on Christmas Eve and then wake up early on Christmas morning for presents? How do you guys do it at your house?
It's been a flip-flop for us.
Yeah.
We used to do the Eve.
Oh, this is awkward. I'm talking to the chat.
Oh, we
Sorry.
talking to the chat.
No, I was, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to. My bad. I should have.
Thanks, man. Thanks, bro.
I know you. I
All
know
right,
you're
guys.
busy.
Trivia
It's
time's
one-
over, man.
It's,
I'll be
you
back
guys are
later.
writing
See you
down
later,
answers.
guys.
all right. Do you guys have answers?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I wrote
Let's
it
see
out
'em.
too.
Flip them. Authentic takes the point. 1971.
You know why I took the point, too? He literally wrote out the words.
Pretty nicely,
I
too.
mean,
You have
you
good
told-
penmanship.
You told me to write it out.
Penmanship. That 3, that H, young. I don't know.
Yeah, you see, I messed up on the first one, and it's like, and it's chalk. You know, you can't. We're on a time crunch.
Facts,
you know,
facts.
Scotty
You got to
Boomz-
be at Abuela's house
Scotty,
hearing
well,
about.
not even that, but Scotty Boomz be like, "Hey, you guys got 3 seconds left."
Sorry, man. I'll give you more time next
So
time.
now it's come down to a hip hop question and I have to tie. All right.
And this
what's up.
one, I know you guys hate the word, but it might be a cupcake, and you guys might both get this. Authentic definitely going to get it, probably. This is the easy one.
Oh,
For the
God.
last minute.
Here we go with that easy.
Authentic is up 1-0. Going into question number 3. 1991, A Tribe Called Quest dropped a classic album regarded as monumentally influential in 1990s alternative hip-hop. Give me the name of this album.
Oh my gosh!
1991.
Can I draw the album cover?
You get a bonus point if you can draw it and I can accurately see it. You'll get the point plus the bonus point.
I might spell this wrong.
I need A Tribe Called Quest's 1991 classic album name. The name of it. September 24th, 91 by Jive Recording Records.
I like the facts I like that, Scotty. I like that. I might get this one wrong.
The studio was mostly held at Battery Studios in New York City from 1990 to 1991.
Nice.
Largely produced by Q-Tip, it is a departure from the group's debut album, People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm, developing a minimalistic sound that combined bass, drum beats, and jazz samples. Lyrically, the album features social commentary, wordplay, humor, and interplay.
I should know this, but I don't.
It's tough because it could be between two albums.
All right, flip them up. The Beard, you need it. Hail Mary time.
He tried. He did try.
More booty than that.
That was better art.
That's actually not bad at all. It's not bad. Oh. So if my answer stands and I'm giving Beard the bonus point, he will take this. It is the low end theory.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the album art.
But wait, why does he get the point without saying the name of the album and drawing the album art?
I asked previously.
I'd give him 1 point. Can't give him a bonus point.
I don't have this would be a second week in a row. We'll be tied up though, right?
Nah, I think the Beard took it last week.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I did say you would get a bonus point to Beard, but you didn't have the name of it, which it's hard to give you 1 plus 1. So I'll give you the 1 for the artistry because that was impressive. The answer is low end theory. Marauders was 93. You are right, mini guy. Tied up 1-1. We're going to go for a double next Thursday or next Tuesday,
with it.
I guess.
I like that. The push. Amazing. Woo! I was
Midnight
on
Marauders,
the last
fantastic record.
Better album to me, actually.
Definitely.
And the cover was better.
A lot of the albums that are first of their type usually aren't the best ones because they just kind of switch it over to that and then everything takes over.
What did the chat think of my drawing?
Scroll down. Let's see.
Please don't draw anything else.
There you go. Got your answer.
Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Google the album cover. That was actually
pretty decent.
Really close.
It was pretty decent. The square helped for sure. Oh.
I got to give a shout out to my man. That's my man, Uncle Chubby Rico, who hooked me up with the
Back
Redskins.
it up a little bit so it can focus.
Yeah,
there you go. Hey, there you go.
He sent me the, it kind of looked like me a little bit.
1.2?
A lot of it.
A lot of it. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, Jeremy.
1.2, baby.
You've been learning over there on that little
and Tim don't got no autofocus on his camera either, so it's fixed.
Shout out Awthentik came by my studio, Olympic Manor Studios yesterday, hooked me up, set up my camera and everything, got my audio straight, so y'all should be hearing me nice and clear tonight. I don't see any complaints, so Awthentik, appreciate you, buddy. That was a good one.
All day, brother, all day. You know what it is.
All right, so we're going to kick to a quick commercial break. Oh, Awthentik's got something to say.
Before we go to a commercial break, I just wanted to know, and the chat could answer this too, and when we come back, we could chop it up about it. You were talking about first albums and second albums, right? Between artists and the second one being the best. Are y'all more of a Illmatic from Nas or it was written from Nas?
Me, personally?
Yeah, you too.
Illmatic.
Yep. Illmatic for you? Beard?
Still gives me hair raising when I listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough call, but I might go It Was Written.
That's what's up.
You're going to say It Was Written Authentic?
I'm going to go Illmatic. I think It Was Written was a bit more commercial. They brought in Lauryn Hill for a couple hooks, things like that. They made it a little bit more appealing to like the mass community of hip-hop. But Illmatic, the production credits that are on there are ridiculous. Pete Rock, Q-Tip, Marley Marl was on there, I want to say. Who else was on there? Large Pro, Clark Kent. He had everybody on there, man. There's a great EPK video about that Illmatic album on YouTube that everybody should check out. Both great albums, though, I'd say.
And he was, what, 22? 21?
He was younger than that, I think. I think Nas was like, he was in his teens. He was probably 18, 17.
And when you hear that, even as grown-ass men like we are, or grown men like we are now, that's insanity that somebody that age could come up with that artwork. I mean,
yeah, that
really killed that one.
Great, both great albums. I love them both.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial. Hey, Bad Dog in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Bad Dog in the house.
Merry
happy
Christmas.
holidays, man. Shout out to little Bad Dog, man. I hope you got him all the gifts he wanted. I heard he wanted a tablet. I hope he not listening. I hope I didn't blow his gift. But yeah, shout out to Bad Dog, man. One of the best people doing any kind of Giants content. That's my guy, man. Salute. I tuned in last night too, man. Great stream last night, bro.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to get to the Washington football teamers and the New York Giants. Hang tight. We'll be back in about 17 seconds. Quick little commercial for our Sunday segment, 11 a.m., the Parlay. Come check us out. Your fantasy season is probably down to its championship week. Your gambling season won't end ever if you bet all sports. Come check us out. We talk about all the football games, bet the over-unders against the spread. We also give you some fantasy advice. The Beard, I believe he was in 4 or 5 fantasy leagues this year. I know he's in 2 championships, so apparently he knows what he's doing out there. Come check us out Sunday mornings. Always a good time. Next preview we're going to get to, the Beard talking about him, his Washington football team. They are hosting the Carolina Panthers. Panthers coming off a loss to Green Bay. They've lost 3 straight. Washington coming off a loss to Seattle to break their winning streak. As far as Alex Smith is concerned, starting quarterback for Washington, got the calf injury. He's been practicing in a limited type status. No one said he's going to start yet. They don't know. Dwayne Haskins got the strip club fiasco from last weekend. Ron Rivera already came out, said he's been stripped of his captaincy, whatever it's called. He's not going to be out there for the coin toss, and they fined him $40,000. He did an apology to the team, did another Zoom apology. Hollow, they ring very hollow to me if you ask me as a Washington fan, but it is what it is. We're in a playoff push, and we need somebody that can throw the football and take snaps from under center. That is Dwayne Haskins. Antonio Gibson, he had the turf toe. He's still dealing with that. He's in practice, but he's limited, just doing positional drills. I wouldn't expect to see him out there. It's going to be J.D. McKissick and Peyton Barber shouldering the load again. Another worrying injury for Washington. Terry McLaurin, he has not practiced for 2 straight days. He's had this ankle injury for about the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's been lingering. His stats have kind of been trending in a downward spiral. Not spiral, if you will. He's been doing something, but haven't been looking as good recently because of the ankle, and he's not practicing now. So the Beard, we're talking about possibly no Antonio Gibson, maybe no Alex Smith again, and now no scary Terry McLaurin. Washington's going to have to score some points to win this football game. Your boy Cole Holcomb is coming back off the concussion. That's going to be good. Got Logan Thomas, got McKissick. But if we're going to win this football game, we're going to have to score some points. Where's it coming from?
The defense.
All right. And next topic.
Okay, listen.
Awthentik, back to you.
Awthentik loves those beard short answers.
Oh, them one-word answers like run the ball.
Game.
All right.
I mean, Terry McLaurin's gonna play. Okay, that's when you get to a certain point, and it's not typically at this stage in your career, but typically you get to a point where it's like you cannot practice during the week but play in the game. When you're nursing
like
injuries
DeAndre Hopkins. Did you see that little rant?
Well, did you see the one time earlier this season when Ben Roethlisberger asked Mike Thomas, he said, "Hey, coach, can I not practice this week?" And Mike Thomas said, "The conversation was short. I told him I'll see you tomorrow at practice."
What were they saying about D-Hop at practice?
Oh, you guys got to watch it. He did it Allen Iverson. It was the best since Allen Iverson. Like, practice? Talking about practice?
Wow.
That's been a thing for whatever reason in Arizona. I don't want to talk about Arizona's conservative media, but they talk about the fact he doesn't go to practice much. He's missed like 18 practices since he signed there. What was it, last year, I think, when they made that trade? So
he's the kind of guy that could not go to practice, man. That dude is a true baller.
Receiving. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say one thing. Speaking of conservatives, so on Team 980, right? They have the B team people doing the radio on the holiday because the normal people are take off, right? And these 2 dudes were on there. The one guy, I forget his name, man, but he does the Wizards pregame show, I believe.
Hey, Marjorie, funny.
I was gonna pull that one up.
That's funny. Stripped of his captain duties.
You know what's so funny about the captaincy? So like it's almost like a.
Is that how we say that? Captaincy?
Yeah. So like at
How do you say that? I wrote it down as captaincy.
So look,
when I
this is
said
the
it, I was
funny
like,
thing is like at first I was like they saying Captain C, like because they've got the C on the jersey,
Right.
but then I realized it's captaincy. So like it's a double working thing going on
I
there.
didn't
It's
even
pretty
write
cool.
captaincy. I wrote demoted as a captain, but apparently when I get on air, I try to
Yeah,
get fancy. and I was like,
no.
demoted.
Captaincy is a word. Captaincy is a word.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. They've been
probably
saying
heard
it.
it on the
I
radio.
heard it all day. But look, this one guy was calling up and he was like, "Well, the first thing he said was he wearing that earring?"
Oh, my
And the
God.
guys on the radio were
Cross?
like, "What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?" He was like, "Was he wearing the earring? Because if he was wearing the earring, that's where the problem is." And the guys were like, "Get this guy off the phone." Then the one guy was like, "I guess I got to get off the air today because I've got 2 earrings." And like they were just going on this guy for like 2 whole minutes. And then they went to commercial. When they came back, they did like this like improv skit where they were like, the one dude was a little kid, the other dude was a dad, and they were playing like the Christmas song in the background. He was like, "Dad, for Christmas, I just want an earring." It was so,
No, you don't, son. No, you don't. No, you don't.
It was
Hey,
so
you know what
good.
that remind me of? Timmy was on Facebook today. My man Timmy Holmes. He a Cowboys fan. Shout out to Timmy. He was like, "Man, my son getting older now. You won't believe what he asked me for Christmas."
Oh, the Uggs.
He said, "Man, Daddy, can I get some Uggs?" He said, "You mean like the kind you wear in the house? You know, like the slippers?" "Nah, I want the Uggs you walk outside with the boots." He was like, "Son, we not getting you no Uggs, cuz. Ain't no way we getting no Uggs for you, cuz."
Oh.
Yeah, we don't do the Uggs out here, though. You can't wear them Uggs in
man.
the streets, man. Ain't no way.
Jesus moment right there. Your son
Hey,
comes to you asking for that.
I'm gonna tell you what too, dog. Like, I'm not a fan of them Crocs people be wearing either, dog.
Ever. I'm in healthcare. I've been pressured. My man DeWitt wears Crocs at work.
Dog, some of these young boys wearing them Crocs now. I'm like, nah,
DeWitt's
dog.
like,
them
man, they're comfortable, bro. I'm like, I don't care.
Hey, there's
Look at
like
these
some
things.
orthopedic joints that dudes in DC be wearing too. 2 straps, man. Nah,
Not
cuz.
doing it.
Those ain't outside shoes. Keep those inside. But man,
I'll
back
take-
to the game. My fault.
So
I'll take my Air Force Ones.
To come
Facts,
full
facts.
circle on that, Terry McLaurin will be playing in this game. I'm pretty confident in it. I watched some of the throws that Alex Smith was making today, and he's just. I mean, he looks flat. Like the throws look flat from
Alex Smith, you said? I'm sorry. Who'd
Alex
you say?
Smith, yeah. Alex Smith's throws looked worse than Dwayne Haskins. That's a problem.
He's hit the
We talking
wall.
about practice? Are we talking about practice?
So I
are.
can't. I think that Dwayne Haskins is going to be the guy for the rest of the year. I really do. There's a chance Alex Smith might be, get him a couple of those good, tweeter shots, and he might be able to play. But if what happens if you put him out there and he just can't the ball just don't have the mustard? You know what I'm saying?
Then Haskins will start. I mean, that's what's
Yeah.
coming down to. You projected this shit 3 weeks ago. I don't want to eat my nose here.
The nose.
Red nose. 3 weeks ago, you said it, buddy. You said that, Alex Smith might have hit the wall, and you said Haskins, and you looked at the camera and you said, "It's your time. It's going to continue
and look
to
what
be
he
his
did with
time
it.
now for the next 2 weeks."
It was terrible.
He's
But
got
wait
2
a
more
minute.
shots at it, bro.
What you think the calf injury will have to do with the velocity on the ball? I mean, if he can't plant, they're not going to play him.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, they won't play him.
And
If he can't plant.
I think that Rivera is just playing it as coy as he possibly can by not coming out and saying it. Like, Alex Smith will play if he's healthy. That's what he's going to keep saying, And the biggest thing is, and we talk about this every week, it's got to be Antonio Gibson. He's the key. Like, you could have Alex Smith, you could have McLaurin, but if you ain't got no Gibson, the equation is not working. You know what I'm saying?
I'll throw a fork in the road here. I think that McKissick can get the job done. It's just about playing ahead and actually getting him the amount of carries that he would need. Because, I mean, what was it last game? It was 3.9 yards per carry. I mean, you run 3 of those, you got yourself a first down right there. 13 carries, though, that's not enough. 51 yards on 13 carries is pretty decent, but I think they got to hammer the rock if Antonio Gibson is not in this game. And you're looking at a Panthers defense that is not coming into this game really well guarding the run.
Yeah, but the past though has been do you see what they did against Aaron Rodgers last week? I think they held Aaron Rodgers to under 200 yards.
That's
last
been
week.
the theme of their entire season, though. 8 of their 10 losses have been within 1 possession. That's number 1 in the league. They're the top
and
of that.
the Aaron
They keep
Rodgers
all the
thing, it was
games close.
143 yards and a touchdown. But don't forget, the Packers got out to an early lead in that game and kind of just coasted to victory. But the rushing stats is what is really alarming here. Panthers allowed 27 carries for 195 yards. They were 7.2 yards per carry and allowed 2 touchdowns. So we know you definitely right on track with the formula being Washington's definitely going to have to run the ball. But if Antonio Gibson is not there, I don't think you abandon McKissick. I think you just got to hammer McKissick. Try to get McKissick in that 16, 17 range with the carries, and maybe Peyton Barber a couple, goal line carries and maybe get yourself into that end zone. I think you do got a chance at winning.
I like Awthentik's take right now because we're like 3 weeks behind where the Giants were. They lost Saquon mad early. They had Gallman. You had the other dude whose name escapes me right now, but you were kind of
Devonta Freeman.
Devonta, right. So you weren't like going to one or the other. Freeman was getting most of the carries when he got signed right away, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
and then finally they recognized Gallman was the better back. He started getting the carries, led y'all to that 4-game win streak you were on. And Washington is in a very similar situation. We lost Gibson. We got Barber and McKissick. To all the fans' eyes, to us, we see McKissick as the superior back. Maybe
Big
Washington doesn't yet. Got to give him the dude carries.
Yeah, I mean, McKissick has shown that he can run the rock. I mean, in the games that he's been here in relief for Gibson, he's done a good job. And, comparing that to the Giants, I think is spot on because had it have not been for the ankle injury to Devonta Freeman, we might not have seen the emergence of Wayne Gallman.
True.
Big shout out to Johnny Mack with the $19.99 super chat. Great show week in and week out. Keep it up, guys. So I am facing Johnny Mack in my second fantasy championship game. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. And
he
Johnny
feels
Mack
confident. That's why he gave you 20 right there. He's about to get all that back.
Nah, my squad is crazy. I've been putting up crazy points. But like Johnny Mack, he's you can find him on the Facebook group with my man Jim Bob. They doing Triple J sports cards and breaks. I seen you got a whole rack of Prism football. We breaking some of that tonight or what? Let me know. Let me know.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Shout out Johnny Mack, yo.
But what Awthentik is saying though too about the McKissick thing is like you saw they abandoned that so early, and I know the score was a little bit, but it wasn't too crazy. It was 3-0 at half, right? The Seattle game.
Yeah.
So. Haskins threw the ball how many times? 50 plus times last week? It was 52. 55.
Yeah. But we were
Not
down.
the formula.
We were down. I mean, like I'd say more than half of those when we were down 20 to like 3 when it was the game was over.
So if you don't have Gibson, you have to learn how to use McKissick and Barber in the right situations. And that's what kills me about Scott Turner. Is that like, you're trying to.
Do you think he's doing that bad of a job?
I don't think he's doing that bad of a job. I just think that the situational play calling has been lacking during the season.
Yeah, y'all was down by more. It was 13-3 at the half in that game.
13-3 at the half. Mm-hmm. But 10 points, you don't have to abandon the run game at 10
Definitely
points.
not. Even if your starting running back is not there, you should hammer the rock even more coming out in the third quarter.
You almost have to. When you have a quarterback like Dwayne Haskins who hasn't proven that he can safely move the ball down the field for consecutive drives, you have to run the football. You have a great defense. You got a great punter. Run the football at any type of effectiveness. You give your team a chance to win.
Yeah, that's real.
all it does. You know what I mean?
And defensively, we need to force turnovers. Like I was joking, obviously, like where the points going to come from. I say defense, but it's scary, but it's true. Like you almost like what got us to the position to be back in that game last week was the turnover, right? Like that was, the Montez Sweat tip pass, the Payne interception. That was pivotal in us, trying to make that comeback. But the problem is that, your offense and defense go hand in hand. Like if you can't run the ball and you're going 3 and out, that defense is only going to be able to maintain for so long. So we're definitely going to need some big defensive plays. We didn't get any sacks last week against Russell Wilson, who was going into the game. It was the third most sacked quarterback in the league, and we didn't get any sacks. Teddy Bridgewater is sneaky, mobile in the pocket. He's run the ball more this year and more effectively this year than any other point in his entire career.
Yeah, a few running touchdowns on the year, too. I can get you his numbers here.
While he's pulling up those numbers, I'll talk about that rush defense in general because Mike Davis is no slouch, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to have McCaffrey. So that's a good thing, but it's going to start with stopping the run.
And our linebackers who were hurt last week is what really killed us because we got gashed last week in the run game. But no Cole Holcomb, no Kevin Pierre-Louis. They're both expected to probably come back and play for us, so that's big, right?
It is big. It's just Cole Holcomb is a huge difference maker, and I've been a big fan of his, since last year. He was leading the team in tackles for a majority of last year. And it's like it's better to have. Sorry.
Let me get you these Teddy Bridgewater stats while you cracking up. He's got 44 carries, 5 touchdowns on the year for 265 yards. He's averaging 6 yards a carry. And passing-wise, he's got 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and he's at 3,360 yards.
That Dollar General, that comment kills me, bro. You got to put that one back up.
Let me see.
Yeah, we'll put it up. Look authentic. See this one.
I like
what
that.
to watch
Yes,
for.
sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is Scott Van Pelt.
Waterfly, man, what's wrong? What did I miss on the chat patrol, man?
He put the LOL with the little LOLs and no exclamation point, like come on, son, get it together, buddy, get it together.
Yeah, he said you do a good job. He said me and Scotty are the ones loafing.
No, I think it says that Boomz need
so.
to be on chat patrol in the future. Like I'm not doing a good job.
But he said you did good. He said Tim does good. He gave you a little compliment in the beginning.
We don't believe in good here. We only believe in great at Awthentik.
Don't want me on there. I'll tell you right now. I'll butcher it. I don't even
Scott Van Boomz.
Yeah, get on him. Get on him, Waterfly. Let him know what's up, yo. Put his job on the line here.
You guys talked about McKissick, Logan Thomas. We got to give this dude some type of shout outs. He did not make the Pro Bowl. Of his last 3 games, he's had 36 targets, 32 catches. So reliable as it comes for a tight end. When you got McKissick going in those real short routes out of the backfield, Logan Thomas in the 6 to 12 yard range, that helps a quarterback like Dwayne Haskins, who we've already talked about is good on the bullet passes, not so much on the touch passes. Right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think that the bullet passes are sometimes he's throwing the bullet passes when he don't need to be throwing the bullet passes. He threw some nice touch passes. I'm trying to watch my wording here.
Hey, this is an interesting name though. I've been seeing this person in the chat, but that name right there.
Say it. Go ahead and say it. Authentic. You have to say it. It's in our contracts,
I'm gonna keep it cool. The
beard.
The beard reads the chats, but we don't got to read that one.
Yeah. So no, because he threw that one back shoulder pass to McLaurin was a good one, and
let's get serious though, real quick. That was a 50-50 ball.
No, that was the one that he caught. The one on the back.
He caught it, but it was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, but that's not the pass I'm talking about. The pass I'm talking about is the other one on the left side of the field down the sideline that McLaurin dropped. That was a beautiful touch pass.
Okay.
So are we talking about Haskins?
Yeah, we're talking about Haskins.
Come on, man. One good throw?
No,
we're talking about one good throw?
No, we're not talking about one good throw.
I remember some other ones that weren't good. I mean, the interceptions were bad. And I remember the one to McLaurin that he did catch down the sideline. He had to stop his route, reach over the DB. He made a great catch, but it was a poor throw because he had the guy beat.
Yeah.
You got faith in Haskins?
But what's that?
You heard?
I have to have faith in Haskins.
No. You do not have to have faith in the dude who just had his second COVID strike throwing dollar bills on strippers.
Right now, I have to. Because
we're authentic in the beard. We're authentic in the beard, bro.
Is Heinke going to win his division for us? Is Steven Montez going to win his division for us?
I'm asking
is
you.
Alex Smith on one leg going to win his division for us?
This is not a presidential debate here. I don't want you. You're turning off my questions. Let me take a hard left here. Answer the question, bro. I'm not asking
Let me take a hard left here.
Do you have faith in Dwayne Haskins to win your Washington football team a game this Sunday to make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yes, I have faith in Dwayne Haskins to do what he needs to do to help this team win against Carolina.
He can't even get the right words out.
And then he's throwing a bunch of different
He's looking for a way to have an out. So when somebody be like, yeah, I saw week 16, you said you had faith in Dwayne Haskins. Tim could be like, nah, I said this, I said that, looking for little outs and whatnot. Nah, that's not the vibe.
Very presidential.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm good at shaking hands and kissing babies, man. What can I say?
Man,
I'm a student government type of guy.
Oh, Jameson getting the phone tomorrow? Is that what I heard?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Shout out my
had
man
J-Mo
one time. Yeah.
J-Mo, 2 shots, double shot.
2 shots. We got to follow it up with that. I like that. 2 shots.
Double shot. Teddy Bridgewater. He's last 8 games Teddy Bridgewater started, he's lost.
Yeah.
Because he had the injury in the middle of the season, so he hasn't started the last 8 consecutive games for Carolina. But the last 8 he started, he's lost them all. He's like Alex Smith. He's a little arm strength not quite there. Mobility somewhat not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
He's a limited quarterback. Carolina's seeing that.
He's definitely limited, and they've also lost 8 of their last 9, that's just ridiculous right now. I mean, but I know everybody's high on the Carolina Panthers going into this game against Washington just because they fared well against Green Bay this past week.
They played good teams close. I mean, like we said,
Yep.
they've only the last 8 of their 10 losses only by 1 possession. So I don't know what the over/under is, but if Washington is more than a touchdown victor,
boy, I'll be running them routes. Ask Josie, ask Monique. I'll be running them routes.
Josie Monique, why would you ask Josie Monique?
They was on our co-ed team. Ask him about the game when we was a man down and we were playing outnumbered.
Isn't the Beard on your team?
He was on the team, but he had to work. That was when he still had a real 9-to-5 job back in the day. Couldn't make that playoff game, and we played 7 people versus 8 people. I went off. They was like,
you were number 2 receiver.
Somebody cover him.
Possession guy? You were a possession guy?
On that team, was I number 2 on that team? No, I really wasn't a possession guy. More a big play guy.
He was everything.
The post corner cannot be stopped when I'm running it. I'm telling you.
The Beard. Give me the best NFL comparison you can to Awthentik in this season of co-ed football you guys played.
I like that question, man.
Historical.
That's a good question.
Historical. I don't want current either. Give me historical. Chris Carter would be appropriate if you want to give me Chris Carter.
Well, I'm gonna go with right around now. He's a cross between Larry Fitzgerald and Devontae Adams.
I was literally thinking Larry Fitzgerald. That's my man. See, that's left side.
It's like
over
you
there.
guys
Strong
know
side.
each other.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dog?
It's like you guys almost know each other for 30 plus years.
That's facts, dog.
Let's get a score for this Carolina-Washington game. We're going to start with Awthentik. Give me a pick and a score, maybe a player to look for.
This is another game that, I'm sorry, Washington football fans. I'm going to need Carolina to go in here and get this W. And I don't see where the offense is going to generate any points for Washington with Dwayne Haskins in the game. Scotty, I'll see you next season. So I got to go Panthers, man. And we talked about this off air. I told Tim I would take this one here. DJ Moore, man, been balling out on the year, 58 catches. He just broke 1,000 yards. He's at 1,055 yards, 4 touchdowns. I'm looking for him to have a big game, man. I need Teddy Bridgewater maybe sneak in, get himself another rushing touchdown. I'm going to say the Carolina Panthers win this game 23-13.
True.
Man, you're giving us, I'm worried about our offense, too, because McLaurin, the Beard's confident. I'm not that confident McLaurin playing. And McLaurin, no Gibson, no Smith, I don't know where the points are coming from. The Beard, give me your pick and your score.
Okay, well, also, your player.
Oh, but you ain't going to highlight the Randy Moss joint?
I thought I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Beard is kind of like, let me see. I'll go Jason Witten vibes because he's scrappy. He looks slow, but you be like, how he beating me? He's got sure hands like a Wayne Corbett. Took y'all back.
Why do they all got to be white?
Yeah, does it have to be a white guy?
You don't play
Come on,
like a
give me
brother,
some
bro.
help.
The Beard does not play football like a brother. No swag.
Terry Glenn.
I got some swag,
Terry Glenn.
man.
Terry Glenn.
Hey, I love when he does that one right there. That what?
Because he doesn't believe it. That's from the heart right there, Awthentik. You know it's from the heart. He really doesn't believe what you're
It's
saying.
getting hot in this Christmas sweater.
It is getting hot down here, dog. So wait, the Beard, who would you compare your game to? Who would you compare your game to?
I would probably compare myself.
George Kittle?
No. Nah. You know, I got
Who's
a little
the dude
bit.
from the Chiefs?
Travis
Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
I was
You
thinking
seen
more
his girlfriend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yes. He said, sign me up.
I'm Travis
Yeah.
Kelce, boy.
The sisters.
I don't know. I'm more like I'm like an Art Monk.
Art Monk? Come on.
A wide receiver in a non-passing league. All right, bro.
He said Art Monk.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
Art Monk. I would have gone Logan Thomas.
I played tight end. I ain't got the best wheels, but the thing is I got the hands.
And y'all got to see this man's feet. This man run like a penguin. This man's feet.
I'd put him
he
on
run like a
defense.
penguin.
I think he could read the football field okay. I might put him at like free safety maybe.
He's good at middle
Jason's-
linebacker in this league. It's a
yeah.
two-hand touch league, and he's good at middle linebacker. He can jump the ball, make reads on the quarterback. I don't know, man. It's tough to say who his style is like, but he definitely somebody slow. Think of somebody slow, but they get open. You know, that's why I said Jason Witten.
I'll say Jason Witten.
I guess I'm not mad at that.
Jason Witten, because he's going to make just about every catch.
ran a 4.6.
I do run a 4.6 40.
That's fast.
Yeah, he run a 4.6.
Very fast.
He ain't never been clocked, though. These are guesstimations
Hey,
at the 4.6
that's
40.
going coming in the off season.
Oh,
the
yeah.
beard
Josie
runs a
40-yard
4.6.
dash.
Hey, but I will keep it 100 with you. Josie is a baller. Josie, we were running mesh concepts with Josie and Monique. Bro, we were killing them with the mesh concept. Josie probably scored more touchdowns than I did that season. I'm going to keep it funky with you, straight up.
They played receiver, tight end. What did they play?
Everybody's a wide receiver except the center. So it's 8 people, 1 quarterback, 1 center.
That's a Denver answer right there, Dan.
I like that, Stokely.
Brandon Stokely.
Oh,
Stokely
who was
good.
McCaffrey? McCaffrey's pops.
Yeah, Ed
Kind of them
McCaffrey.
vibes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They were the same position pretty much, right? Just like one was before the other.
Brandon
They played the
Stokely,
same-
McCaffrey
man.
was a
Stokely
wide
was-
receiver, though.
Wait, Stokely
Wasn't
played
Stokely
in
Yeah,
for the
Stokely too,
Colts
yep.
first, right?
Was it Denver first
I
and then the
remember him with
Colts?
Denver.
No, I
Who
think
was
you're
there?
right. I think you're right. I think it was Colts first.
This one's for John. Which one was there for that, John? That 96 Broncos one.
Josie, I miss that. I definitely miss football. I really do. That was like my only workout, with basketball on Mondays. That was it. I've been in here just sitting in this chair talking football way too long.
It's pouring outside. Is it raining in D.C.?
It's been, yeah.
We had some of the worst rain we've had all year here in D.C. I mean,
It was like
the worst rain.
65 degrees today out of nowhere, too, which was super, uber weird.
Yeah, it was definitely a little hotter. My girl called me up on her way down to her folks' crib. She's just like, oh, my God, it's so crazy driving out here. I'm getting anxiety. It was getting wild for her. But she made it. She made it, all gifts in hand and everything. I'm going to definitely see them out there tomorrow morning.
Welcome
So,
to the
look.
global warming. The beard, yeah.
right.
Give me your last
think-
take and to pick a score.
Just Washington defense, be careful of Robbie Anderson. Those are the type of wide receivers that will kill us. So I think you gotta be careful of Robbie Anderson because he can get behind that defense, and that's always an issue with Washington. I think Washington wins this game. I know Washington wins this game.
You know?
And I think we win it on a quarterback throwing for 3 touchdowns.
On a quarterback?
Yeah.
What the
Will you
hell?
name this quarterback? You get a name for who you're talking about?
Nah, because I'm hedging my bet.
I want to hear who it is, though.
Dwayne
You
Haskins.
can't
Dwayne
bet-
Haskins is going to come back and prove to the world that he's just dumb off the field and he's going to do what he needs to do on the field.
Authentic. I got one thing. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe.
Hey, I don't know if that breaks our monetization. You better watch out.
No,
there,
you're
bud.
good. We're way into the stream now. They're not going to catch that.
Slipped
So
through the lyrics.
I don't know, man.
And
Maybe
it's a Christmas episode too, right? So that word is appropriate.
I'm just throwing that out there to like good vibes. I really think that, I'm hoping Antonio Gibson comes back to this game and makes a huge impact on the offense. And I think Logan Thomas is going to have to step up. If McLaurin's not full strength, Cam Sims, look for Cam Sims to, because he's been kind of quiet the last couple of weeks, but it's been a lot of Logan Thomas because the tight end, I say this time and again, the tight
Wait, hold up. Yo, you sounded like the micro machines, dude. He said, Tommy.
I've been saying it time and again.
that the tight end, the tight end is a backup quarterback's favorite friend.
Dog.
So Logan Thomas.
Yes. I don't even know
Our
how I
newest
said
segment
that.
at Authentic in the Beard. Tell it again.
I'm crying off that.
Sound like Red Hot Chili Peppers for a second. Okay, the final score is going to be 27-17 Washington.
Did you have a final thought, man? Because if you had a final thought, get it out, buddy. I don't.
No,
want
that
to
was
like,
it. That was it.
push
It's
you
about
off anything.
the tight ends being a backup quarterback's best friend. Time and again.
Beard, we love you, man.
Yeah, bro, we do, bro. You one of a kind for damn sure.
You're the man.
Yeah.
This Washington football, I'm worried about where the points are going to come from. I really am. Carolina's a beatable team, but Washington, without Antonio Gibson, no Alex Smith, and a limited, if he plays, Terry McLaurin, I don't know where Washington can find 24 points, and I think that's the magic number. If Carolina holds their opponents to under 22, they usually win. If their opponent scores more than 22, Carolina always loses.
Good stat.
I don't know if Washington can get 3 touchdowns. It's hard for me to see it. McKisson, Logan Thomas, Cam Sims.
Banged up, Terry.
I'm going to take Washington because I'm a Washington football fan, but this is a game I would never put a dollar bill on because I don't know where the point's going to come from Washington. That worries me. The defense is elite. I think we can hold Carolina to under 20 points, but us getting there is what scares me into this pick. I'm going to take Washington 19-17.
Ooh, that's a good score. You know what's crazy is that most betting books, sports books, have taken this game off the books.
Of course, they absolutely, because you don't know what's going on. I mean, McLaurin is the best player on. No McCaffrey, right? He's pretty much done.
Yeah.
So McLaurin is the best player on the football field, and he's right now very questionable. Gibson, very questionable. Even Alex Smith, very questionable. With those 3 people not known, I take Washington minus 8.5 if all 3 of those guys were playing.
That's a good bet. I like that bet, Waterfly.
I don't
take it, man. Take it. Come on. You got house money. Their bet last week got us that dub anyway.
All right.
Take that.
If all right, Waterfly, I'll take the bet and then I'll send the money either Venmo or PayPal. But the bet is null and void if Haskins doesn't start.
Donate it to a charity instead, man. Go to Kids for Cancer or something like that.
Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots.
Well, Christmas is tomorrow, man.
All right, so we just got to wait for Waterfly to confirm if Haskins don't start. He has to start. What if he gets injured?
Smith's done. You're right, the Beard. Smith's done.
I think Smith's done too.
I got a bad feeling about it.
Yeah, which is terrible.
So we'll wait for Waterfly to confirm the $20 bet. Only if Haskins starts.
I saw the comment about Bone Thugs and Harmony too. That was like your favorite rap group of
I
all
love
time.
me some of that.
Right there with Lost Boys. I'll say number 2 to Lost Boys.
Wake up.
It's the first
And
of
Kyle
the
Key said I could have
month.
been Bearded Bone.
And the way he was saying that, what did he say? Tamina. That's some Bone Thugs and Harmony wordplay right there.
You know Ghetto Cowboy? You ever heard that one?
Oh my God. That was...
Do you know that one? I karaoke'd that one at Savannah's one time.
Oh, you a G for that.
There was
talk about embarrassing.
You got to have a girl with you, though, because there's a female part in that song.
no bet if he doesn't start. All right, it's official. The bet is official. You know what's funny is what was the guy's name? The white guy in that Mo Thugs? Because it was Mo Thugs that put out that Ghetto Cowboy song. It was Mo Thugs.
There was a white guy in Bone Thugs and Harmony?
It was Mo Thugs. He was in Mo Thugs. His name was Powder P.
Yeah, you got good memory, dog. Talking about the hip-hop trivia is going to stump you and whatnot. This
Powder
dude said it was
P.
Powder P.
I want to know what he's doing these days.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, got the Washington scores. No last words, the Beard now on your Washington football team?
Hail. That's the last word I got.
I like this Washington defense, though, man. 40 sacks on the year, 83 quarterback hits. It's going to be tough for Teddy Bridgewater to put up points. I definitely think that.
Top 5 in the league in yards per game and points per game, under about 312 yards, and I think only like 22 points. So Carolina's offense isn't good. This is a good matchup for us, but the points we're scoring is where we're worried about. I
don't need y'all to take that L, Scotty Boomz.
Sorry, man. Probably not going to happen. The last preview we're going to get into here, Awthentik's talking. He's getting excited. His New York football Giants are traveling to the worst major city on the East Coast, Northern Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, to take on the Ravens. Giants coming in 5-9. They're on that 2-game losing streak, coming off that loss to the Browns. The Ravens, after that Week 12 loss to Pittsburgh, they've won 3 straight. They're averaging 40 points a game in that stretch. So this is what you want to do during playoff time. You want to peak at the right time. They're not guaranteed the playoffs yet, but Baltimore is playing well. For the Giants, though, starting quarterback Daniel Jones. This is a quote from Joe Judge after Wednesday's practice. On the right track to start. He was out there going through drills, looked okay, had a couple shaky moments with the ankle injury that they're worried about, but he's on track to start. This is a big deal. No one's been scared of the Giants offense this year, but Daniel Jones versus Colt McCoy, there's a significant difference. With Daniel Jones on the field, the Giants are averaging 18 points a game. With Colt McCoy, it's about 10 and a half. The big number that I look at, with Daniel Jones in the red zone, 48% touchdown percentage in the red zone. Colt McCoy, that number drops to 33%. We saw a couple of those fourth down decisions last week from Joe Judge. He might know the numbers too. That could be a big reason. Dual threat Danny, as Awthentik likes to call him. The dude's clutch inside the 20-yard line. So with him on the football field, the Giants' offense is much more formidable. 8 points a game is a lot. They've had 4 straight games under 20 points. They are getting offensive coordinator Jason Garrett back from the COVID and newly minted Pro Bowl corner James Bradbury. He's expected to play. Wide receiver Golden Tate, he's been a bright spot the last couple weeks. He injured his calf in practice on Wednesday. He has not practiced. Yes, he came out of practice yesterday, didn't practice today. He's questionable for the game on Sunday. Talking about Baltimore, on this 3-game win streak, averaging 228 rush yards per game. That kind of bodes well for Giants. That's not a bad matchup for them. They held the Browns down last week, 3.5 yards per carry, only 100 and something yards, 103, 140 yards per game. Lamar Jackson's a big threat for Baltimore, though. 828 rush yards on the year, 6.1 yards per carry. Awthentik, this is my question to you. The Giants, we know y'all can stop the run. You did it great last week against the Browns. The difference between the Browns and Baltimore, the Browns have 2 Pro Bowl running backs. Baltimore's run offense kind of revolves around their quarterback, Lamar Jackson. What adjustments do the Giants defense have to make to continue that success they had last week into this week as they play Baltimore as a quarterback versus 2 running backs?
That's a solid question. In this last game against the Browns, you really saw when the Giants can't get no pressure up front, the edge rusher is very important, and we lacked that in this game. Contain was a big problem. Baker Mayfield sat in the back of the pocket and just did what he had to do. I want to say he was like 27 of 32, so you're looking at only 5 passes that hit the ground. That can't happen in this game, and we're playing a way more dangerous quarterback in Lamar Jackson, if you ask me, especially for this matchup against the Giants defense. Giants defense is good against the rush, but that's normally against non-rushing quarterbacks. We saw when we played the Arizona Cardinals, we had trouble containing Kyler Murray as well. Did a better job against Russell Wilson. We had a couple sacks in that game. I want to say it was 5 sacks in that game, and I talked about the second wave making it to the quarterback after he made his moves on the first guy. I think we're going to have to see a lot more of that in this game, too. I think this game is going to define if the Giants are going to go edge rusher maybe in the first or second round. Because, containing quarterbacks is a major problem when we can't get that pressure up the middle. Now, Lamar Jackson, coming into this game since week 13, he leads the NFL in yards per attempt and yards per rush. At 9 when it comes to attempts and at 8 yards per rush. And, this is a quarterback. So you're looking at a guy who's playing quarterback and running back at that position. I know a lot of people are down on Lamar Jackson. They talk about, the arm and the accuracy not being there. But I always say this. You can't forget that this is a guy who led the NFL in touchdown passes last year. That's major for any quarterback, especially in a year where you break Mike Vick's rushing record for single-season record by a quarterback. So, that's what scares me the most is Lamar Jackson. The rest of this offense, I think, with the Browns, it's not that scary. I think Hollywood, he's been tamed. Mark Andrews at tight end is probably the big threat that we need to watch out for. And last week we showed that we had gaping holes in our secondary. When our defense does not get pressure up front, you see the weaknesses in this secondary. Now, granted, we didn't have James Bradbury in this game, and we didn't have Darnay Holmes in this game. Scotty, have you heard any word about Darnay Holmes?
He's been practicing on a limited basis. He's still questionable.
See, I think that having depth at that position is going to mean everything. Logan Ryan had to do way too much in that last game. You saw him coming up, making a lot of tackles, but in coverage, Baker Mayfield was fitting the ball in some tight windows and just making all those throws. Now, I don't think that Lamar Jackson's going to be able to make those kind of throws, but, just stopping them is going to be an issue, and I think it's going to be up to Patrick Graham to be able to make the adjustments earlier. In this game against the Browns, you saw the zone defense come out. They torched that zone defense for 2 quarters. Patrick Graham did not make the adjustment early enough. I saw him try to make the adjustment in the second half. I do think personnel was a big problem in that game, but the Giants are going to have to continue to stop the run. We're 6th in stopping the run this year. I want to say it's, 3.9 yards per carry we're allowing the running backs. So, if we can, continue to do that against the Ravens, I think we got a good shot in this game. But the number one thing here for the Giants, and I think you talked about it in those red zone stats, we need Daniel Jones on the field. If we're going to be thinking about winning this game, we're definitely going to need Daniel Jones. Colt McCoy with the 6 points last week. I know we left 6 points on the board there. going forward with the fake, not even really a fake field goal, just lined up and did, just a whole different kind of vibe there. And then the 4th and 2 draw play not working out. Joe Judge is going to have to make sure we got to make better calls, maybe protect the ball, maybe not play so aggressive in this game against the Ravens, because I think we could keep it to be a low-scoring game. And you saw the Browns go in with the Ravens primetime game, put up big numbers. Both teams put up big numbers. And then you see the Browns come in against a banged-up Giants defense, and the Giants defense continue to do what they did all year. We only allowed them 20 points with a bunch of players missing in this game. So I do think that we can tame Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. If we could keep them to under maybe 24 points, I think the Giants have a chance in this game with Daniel Jones at quarterback.
That could be a good move. The Beard, man, go ahead and put that super chat back up. You moved it off much too quick, my friend. I mean,
you can't move the super chats off without us talking about it.
I know Awthentik was talking, but I know there's a lot of Giants fans.
I was going to bring it back up. That was the plan.
He shout out he feel.
Okay, how about this? How about we make another bet? Tell me what to y'all when you hear doors blown off. How many points is that of a victory?
17 plus.
3 possessions. Yeah. Okay,
3 possessions?
Good call. 3 possessions.
Let's make that bet, Johan. Let's make that bet. It's a 2-possession game.
Let's do it. Man,
I'll take the 2-possession game with Colt McCoy.
You talk about the zone defense, Awthentik, and how it struggled last week. And you also mentioned the injuries. James Bradbury is such an integral piece of that defense because you have a lot of players that play their position very well. He might be maybe your only guy other than the safety who's like a top-end Pro Bowl type talent.
Yeah.
So if he's not out there, it kind of limits what you can do in your secondary. When he shuts down a full 50% of the field, which he's been doing all year, that gives the Isaac Yadams more of a chance to compete. And I think him being back, it's going to be tough for Baltimore to throw the ball at all. Marquis Brown's having a good year. He's got, last week, 6 catches on 7 targets. That's a big number for them because Lamar Jackson has some accuracy issues. We know Marquis Brown's not a big target. So last week they were accurate getting the ball to him. The Giants, different beast obviously than Jacksonville. If they can hold Marquis Brown down, it might be a tough day for Baltimore trying to pass.
And don't forget, you speak of that big target. Des Bryant caught a touchdown last week, which is kind of crazy. But, shout out to Des Bryant who caught a touchdown, man.
Yeah, that was awesome. He looked good on the route, too, man. He looks like he's still in the same shape he was in when he left the league.
Monique, you still got your Des Bryant jersey somewhere in the closet?
So there is some things that Awthentik talked about that, to me are the most important for sure. And, we talk about this a lot this season because, everybody in the NFC East has played these mobile quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to have contained. You have to be able to contain. And Lamar Jackson is quick to give you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
that sort of move. So, you got to be real. You got to have gap control. That's another big thing, too, is you got to have gap control. And Baltimore can run the ball with so many different styles.
Yeah.
Gus Edwards is a boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? J.K. Dobbins can get to the outside. Lamar Jackson give you a little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah, Lamar going to give you.
You know what I'm saying? So, and Mark Andrews, that middle of the field is going to be super important for the Giants to protect because Lamar Jackson, if you can force Lamar Jackson to throw the ball to the hashes and outside, then you're in a good position because he is most accurate and most effective throwing the ball in the middle of the field, specifically to Mark Andrews. So as long as you can take away that middle of the field from Lamar Jackson when he's throwing the ball, and if you do that, though, you have to be able to have the contain. Because if he doesn't see that in the middle of the field, he's more likely to take off running than he is to pass to the outside of the hashes. So, that defensively, to me, is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying?
Done and done. So we got 2 dub bets on the line.
It's on.
Look, we're going to have to start making these.
He said how much? You know what's good when he said done and done before he knows the number off that. He feels
we just doing a quick dub on this one. You know what I'm saying?
$20.
$20.
So what's the exact bet, though?
3. If it's a 2-possession game and the Giants, are within 2 possessions or win the game like I'm planning on, then Johan's going to owe us 20. If it's a 3-possession game, then we'll owe him 20.
That's generic. So 2 or 3. So 16 points would be a 2-possession game.
Yes.
So we'll say Giants plus 16.
Yep, plus 16.
That's a pretty good bet.
You like that, right?
I would take that.
Just swindled that.
Do you know what the line is right now at the top of your head?
It was high. I think it was like 11 or 12.
For who?
For the Ravens.
Oh.
Yeah, it was high. You want to take a quick Google to make sure?
I'm curious because I want to know if that line changes with Haskins with
Daniel Jones.
With Daniel Jones being active. Because, that's the interesting part with the
like
Washington game.
Man,
they took that game off the books.
Nick the Wick says he thinks it's 13 now.
13?
Yeah.
Hey, Authentic in the Beard fans, let's all get down. Everybody put in $1.
10.5. Baltimore is 10.5 point favorite right now.
That's still a good bit. That half is good.
13 is. If I saw it at 13, I would have put it all on that. That's 13 points for the Giants. They don't give up points.
Yeah, I know. We've played well all year. I mean, the only game that was really a blowout this year was that San Francisco 49ers game. That's why I'm confident in that bet.
Here's a good question though. What you did last week against the Browns rushing offense made Baker Mayfield do what he had to do, and he definitely balled out. Who would you have more confidence in doing that, Baker Mayfield or Lamar Jackson?
I think Baker Mayfield was just on one, and I think he was striding. Kyle Pizzle talked about this on his stream. He thought that they were going to come in on a low kind of because of the game against the Ravens previous to playing the Giants. And I think it kind of worked out in the reverse. It's like Baker Mayfield was still motivated off how that offense was moving at the end of that game in the last 2 quarters. And it kind of transferred into the Giants game a little bit, and he came out hot. I mean, like I said, man, he was 27 to 32. I think it was right up around 300 yards. That's a fantastic game. You don't even see those kind of games from Baker Mayfield that much, but they're striding. They're playing well. I think they benefited from having an easier schedule in the beginning of the year, and then that built some confidence now, and Baker Mayfield's playing great ball. Shout out to Stefanski, who's probably going to win Coach of the Year in my eyes.
As he should.
So,
Authentic. Go ahead, the Beard.
AJ Marshall wants to know, will DJ throw a touchdown pass this week? Me, personally, if he plays, they're going to he's going to have to throw a touchdown to win the game.
Yeah, I want to see the Giants rely on the run, man, and get Wayne Gallman back involved in this game plan. I mean, this is 2 games straight where Wayne Gallman's pretty much been a non-factor. I just want to see him just get a couple more carries, get him around that 15 mark, And Deion Lewis, man, Giants fans are upset with Deion Lewis. I mean, that's 2 fumbles in back-to-back games. Thank God he didn't lose this one in this game, but that can't happen. He had a good kick return to start the game off, too. He went 40, 50 yards on the first kick return, and then, kind of just fell short on the one in the second half, I believe it was, where he fumbled, which is just not a good look, man. We're trying to get back in the game. So I'm just looking for us to get back to that running game. And I don't know. I think Devonta Freeman is off the IR now. I mean, maybe you might want to bring him in. Alfred Morris kind of had a quiet game as well.
Man, it's gonna be a fight. That's for sure. If the Giants defense is the Giants defense for that 4-week stretch, if that's the defense that shows up, that's gonna give them a legitimate chance at making this a ball game. But if you don't get that sort of tenacity on the field defensively, and another thing is the Giants uncharacteristically of early in the year.
I like that. You sounded that one out too.
I did.
Uncharacteristically.
I didn't want to drop a Timism.
No Timisms on that one.
I got a little good one. They've been doing really bad on special teams lately, and that was not the case early in the season. And it's definitely something that you don't expect when your head coach is Joe Judge. And I think that I always try to look at the little things, because there's a lot of these little things that add up to whether a team wins and loses, because the game is in reality a game of inches. And so the little things are the inches. It's more of a literal and a figuratively, saying. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things. If you have a couple of bad plays on special teams, you flip the field in the wrong, side than you want it to be on, and you give Lamar Jackson a short field, those are the little things that you're gonna have to be really perfect in order to win this game. And don't forget, Baltimore is fighting for a playoff position too. These are 2 teams that are putting everything on the line on Sunday to get into the playoffs. Yeah,
and don't forget, the Giants on the road this year have played better than they played at home. We're coming here to Baltimore. This would have been a game I actually would have been at if COVID wasn't popping. We're 3-4 on the road this year. So, I mean, I think that's a good thing. for the Giants, looking forward to trying to get a victory here. You got to just tame Lamar Jackson in this running game. J.K. Dobbins could be a problem in this game as well, too. Ravens rushing last week is just ridiculous, looking at 159 yards, and the Giants held two of the best running backs in the league last week to 106 yards. So, that's a fantastic job, I heard somebody on my Twitter was saying, yeah, the Browns just ran the clock out on the Giants. That's not what happened. The Browns literally torched us in the secondary, and if the secondary would have showed up, Giants would have probably had a better chance in this game, but they were literally just throwing the ball wherever they wanted to. So that can't happen in this game. Having James Bradbury back in the lineup, having Darnay Holmes back in the lineup, that's going to be a major plus for us as Giants fans.
What's funny, too, is I was looking at the Daniel Jones clips today at practice, and they practice outside. Washington chose to practice inside. So when Washington practices inside the bubble because of COVID, there's no media allowed inside the bubble to cover the practice.
They don't get to see even the beginning part, like
the nose fell off
like
on them.
they normally do.
No,
Could you imagine your nose just fall off?
I'm sorry.
I can't imagine it. I've been close a couple
shout
of
out
times.
my OG one time, Rome, in the chat, man. We go all the way back to Glen Haven and BMX bicycles, man. That's my dude, man. Salute. Appreciate you for tuning into the show, fam.
Golden Eagles fly high, baby.
So,
that's the only Eagles we root for.
I forgot where I was
Eagles.
going just now.
You was talking about Haskins, probably? I don't know.
Oh, that's messed up.
Right. Like Dwayne Haskins, or I don't know.
Probably talking about Dwayne Haskins, probably.
Bam.
Oh, man. You guys.
They say you need a bet too, Scotty. We got 2 bets on the line. They say Scotty need a bet too.
I don't feel confident in any of these games this weekend. Somebody wants to bet. If somebody wants to bet like Cowboys, Eagles, I might take that game.
Yeah,
but
the beer. Weren't you talking about maybe the 2 teams fighting for a playoff, spot or something like that?
No, I went through that, man. I just, it's gone. Frackle's playing too.
Kyle
Oh,
Frack.
that's what's up.
Oh, I remember. So the media is not allowed in the bubble to watch the practice. So the only clips that you get to see are the ones that Washington's PR sends out to the media of the practice inside the bubble. But Daniel Jones and them, they was outside. It was all foggy and everything. And Daniel Jones looked all right. He looked good today. He looked healthy. He
didn't look healthy. He had 2 of those dropbacks.
But that was, were you looking at Wednesday's practice or Thursday's practice?
They didn't practice today. Get on the Giants schedule, bro. You don't
I
even really
saw
know
the
Giants
clips.
football.
Hey, you know what else I saw yesterday
today.
too
They
was
didn't have a full practice today.
with Washington, right? They said that there's some news coming out there that there's a minority owner that has some information on Dan Snyder where he's threatening him. He's
He
pretty
just
much
filed
saying,
a lawsuit.
yeah.
Dan Snyder just filed a lawsuit for blackmail today.
Do you
Yeah.
know how many stories right now
Not a
are
blackmail,
are circulating in
Extortion.
Washington?
Blackmail,
It is bad.
What is this, Red Dead Redemption?
We got
Somebody
so
said
much.
fake Rudolph exposed. I like that.
Look, see, they did practice today. I'm not tripping. Nick DeWitt.
Not a full practice, Nick. No way.
But
buddy.
he was doing dropbacks in the fog.
That's what's up. I
I'm
mean, I
just
hope
saying.
we can see Daniel Jones on the field, man. That would be major for us, bro.
Oh man, Nick said he said I was at practice. Well, yeah, he's saying but you got it. Then I'll fall back off my statement.
You got the COVID pass over there
You
to
were
get
there.
through.
I was
Media
not there.
pass.
I've been
It's
asking
gonna-
on Maryland all day.
It's gonna be
What's up,
interesting, man. It really is because, and this game kicks off at 1:00. Yeah, you guys have the early
Giants
game.
got the 1:00 game, so
Yeah.
that's good for y'all because y'all get to see if we win or lose, and then that might give y'all a little more incentive to get the victory in y'all game to really put the Giants up out of here.
Yeah,
We're at
and
4?
the Eagles Cowboys play at 4:00 too.
Yeah.
We got flex from 1 to 4.
That's good for the Giants or for the Eagles Cowboys game because they won't know yet if they're done. Because if we had won our game, they'd be eliminated, so they won't
Facts.
know we're playing at the same time. But if the
So
Giants win,
no
they
matter
know they gotta
what,
win.
no matter what, it's the most teams that it can come down to is going to be 3 on the last week of the
Marjorie
season.
with the stats.
Oh,
Yeah.
so because the Eagles and Cowboys play each other.
Yeah, and the loser of that game is officially eliminated.
That's
Scotty,
an
I got a trivia for you, bro.
I'll hit it, obviously.
So, Randy Moss has the NFL record for most consecutive seasons with 1,000 yards. There's a wide receiver who is on pace to break that this year if he can get 200 yards in his last 2 games. Name that player.
Can I get the amount of consecutive years they've had 1,000 yards?
I want to say I think it was 7.
And if this player gets 200 more yards, they'll tie that 7-year mark?
Yep. Let me look it up to make sure if it's 7.
You see my hands?
I put Andy Moss. Andy Moss.
Whoever Andy Moss is probably gets that a lot.
Chat could take a guess at this. Y'all might have heard this throughout the week. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, and this person will get 7.
The guy from Dallas. It's got to be Dallas. What's his name?
Cooper? That's what you're talking about?
Amari Cooper. That's my guess. No?
I'll give you another guess.
6 more. Who's San Diego Chargers? Who's that? Keenan Allen? Man, I'm dying right now. Chat, help me out.
You got one more. Oh, I was gonna say you got one more Family Feud X.
Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Bucks.
He was on my fantasy team that did terrible too. Man, that's
quietly
bad.
having a really, really good year, man.
Terrible.
He said terrible. I just host this trivia stuff.
Right. Now I feel exposed. Like I always win on trivia because I don't know it either. I don't have the right answer.
Oh yeah, Marjorie, I appreciate you hooking us up with that right there. Go ahead, Tim. You know how you do the super chats one time. Or the chats, period.
They definitely practiced then. They were limited. Quarterback Daniel Jones, cornerback Darnay Holmes, wide receiver Golden Tate, full practice. Tight end Evan Ingram, and offensive tackle Matt Pert.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Pert's going to be a good player for us.
Do you like him more than Andrew Thomas?
No, he'll play the other side. I like Matt Pert a lot.
Will Hernandez. What's up with the Will Hernandez?
Will Hernandez has been having a tough year. Lemieux's a backup normally. But Matt Pert, I think he'll see himself at right tackle because Cam Fleming has been struggling over there at right tackle.
So let me ask you this then, because originally Andrew Thomas was drafted to play right tackle because the Soldier was playing left, right?
Not necessarily, but that's what they thought was going to happen going into the year.
So does next year, does Soldier come? Is Soldier still under contract next year? Does he come back and then
he's still under contract, but his contract is so high, people are thinking that Soldier will be released.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the word I've been hearing about Soldier, is that he's going to be released probably. Zeitler's a guy who might be traded possibly, but I'd like to see Zeitler back with this unit. Zeitler's a good piece. You don't really hear too much complaints over there at right guard. It's right tackle that's having a problem. And man, I didn't get to shout out Andrew Thomas last show. Andrew Thomas was the one bright spot for the Giants against the Browns. He had a hell of a game, man. Shout out to Bobby Skinner, who I saw put together a compilation of all his plays in pass coverage, and he fantastic against Garrett. Played a great game. You noticed that Myles Garrett was quiet all game. And, got to give Andrew Thomas his kudos, man. He's developing to be one of the better tackles out of that rookie draft class, man. I got a lot of faith in him. I think he's going to be a great left tackle to come.
Got that, Boomz?
I don't. I'm trying to decipher it. I can't decipher it. If
Haskins doesn't start, so that means that my bet with Waterfly is null.
Yep.
Then he wants to bet you that the Cowboys win straight up, no spread.
Against the Eagles, no spread?
Yeah.
Not doing it.
He said, I'm not doing it.
I can't do that. The Eagles have killed me so many times this year. If I take that bet, guarantee it will be bad.
Merry Christmas, Tracy.
What are you
Happy
baking?
holidays, Tracy.
What are you baking, Tracy? Let me know, please. I love
Man, I saw some stuff people was baking on my Instagram today. Some bomb-looking desserts, man. I saw some chicken biscuit cheese rolls or something crazy. Them joints was looking delicious.
I got a plate waiting for me right now. Abuela is waiting for me to come over there, and she wants to watch me eat her food.
Yeah, Abuela about to pull off the belt on you.
She's down this way,
right over here in like 5 minutes from here.
Trying to find somebody to come drop me a plate real quick. It's getting hungry.
I'm getting hungry.
Hour episode.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Got to put some in the stomach ASAP.
Did you guys give me picks and scores for this Giants Baltimore
We did
game?
not.
Let's do it.
You want me to go first, or
I'm
you
gonna
want
go
to
first.
go first?
Beard, you go first. All right, Beard, go first.
As much as they will try, they will fall short. The Baltimore Ravens will win this game by a final score of 24-13.
24-13. I'm hoping Daniel Jones can make it out, man.
I'm going to take Baltimore as well. 30-17.
30-17.
Awthentik, give us some final words. Who you like
30-17 will get me my money from Johan. what was the Beard score?
24-13.
24-13.
That'll get me my money, too.
AJ says lies.
I'm going to say the Giants sneak out with the victory. 21-20.
That would be probably one of the games that the way that they would have to win would be a score like that.
21-20?
Hey, what up, Bash? How you living, fam? How you living?
You said 21-20?
21-20 New York Giants.
21.
21-21.
Every time Scotty Boomz puts his head down to write the score, I have flashbacks of season 1 and Scotty Boomz reactions when we would give him the scores.
Oh, that's little Sebastian. I'm going to see y'all in the morning, man. Yo, it's going to be a great, great holiday tomorrow. I can't wait to get out there and have brunch with the fam and chop it up, open some gifts. It's going to be a good time, y'all.
Oh, this must be Josie's little cousin, Israel.
Hey, what's up, Israel? We got the youngins in the building, man. You know, we got to bridge the gap, man, you know?
He's like a youngin'.
Oh, Bash is a youngin'. How
That's
young
what
you?
we're looking.
Bash is 11, I want to say.
Oh, Israel's like, ooh, I don't want to mess this up. He's young.
He's young.
Authentik in the beard just getting started. We're going to be here for 50 years. So we need
This is your friend, Tim Israel. What's up, Israel? I'm going to be there in a couple minutes, buddy.
Yes,
we got a little handshake and everything.
Hey, okay. Mm-hmm.
Those sort of things.
Little Boomz.
Okay, serious question. Are raisins supposed to go in empanadas? I had some for the first time the other day. I want to make sure that's
Johan
authentic.
Know this?
He was here.
No, I don't think he was. I think this is a serious question.
Impossible.
The Dominicans put raisins in their empanadas.
Not all Dominicans, bro. Not all Dominicans. I got a plate at Thanksgiving from Monique, and there was no raisins to be found.
Yeah, if Monique's still around, we need confirmation. We need some confirmation.
She gave me the plate. I'm confirming the plate. I received the plate.
She gave me the plate. No raisins in the empanadas?
No reason to have a
Gretzel
raisin.
said them joints was bomb. When I heard the mixture, I was just, y'all know me, I'm a picky eater. I was like, I can't do the raisins in the empanadas. And it was some more stuff in there. I was just like, that's not my vibes.
Or the regular raisins? Because
I think it was the regular
raisins.
Man.
Not golden raisins. I ain't even ever really seen a golden raisin in real life.
If they cook them with this. What are you talking about? Hispanic people love cooking with golden raisins, man, because they're not aggressive at all.
Maybe that would have made the vibes more, but I think they had some other stuff in there too. I was like, oh yeah, Gretzel will try anything. She will try any kind of food.
So look, Monique says no raisins. Israel says Dominican empanadas have raisins.
Oh, we got 2-1.
Johan says I was at a Dominican food truck
and
they were in there.
Hey, that's 3-1. Hey, that's 3-1.
Monique,
can we get Dominican. 4 for the sweep? Anybody else Dominicano in the chat?
No.
Oh, man.
Shout out my man Nate Talks Giants. That's my guy right there, man. Only
and also,
16 dropping big draft gems. Nate, I'm gonna have to pick your brain, bro, like in the offseason. I need all that. I need all the draft goodies, bro. All the draft goodies. Make sure y'all go sub up to Nate, man. He's just started his channel up. That dude is like just the best young YouTuber I've seen, man, as far as this football stuff goes. Make sure y'all sub him up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome off-season for collaborations when we start digging into the draft stuff. Yeah. Because I think that with the draft, it's important to get as many opinions and eyes on the players that are coming into the draft, because one person can't, possibly look at everybody like, sufficient, you need a lot of
Timisms.
Yeah, Timisms. I messed that one up. You gotta be able to have a lot of eyes on it and a lot of different opinions and perspectives, and I think that's going to be important. But I had to give a shout out to this one.
Man, I didn't know AJ was 16 too, man. Wow, yo, AJ be talking to me like he know ball from back in the day, man. That's what's up, man.
I was smarter at 16 than I am at 33. I'll be honest about you. Like, I feel like I was smarter back then than I am now.
See, I wasn't smarter, but I was more engulfed into football. So I didn't have to like look stuff up. I would keep stats in the bag. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right here. Yeah. So they're sharper than we are.
Yeah, man. And that's when your mind is very open when you're that young. The palate can be definitely influenced when you're that young, man. You got to love these young boys chopping up football like that at that age and cooking up channels, man. AJ is one of the people who I'm always talking to on Twitter about football, and he was the one to give us the breaking news about Dwayne Haskins throwing the dollars and throwing the ones. I didn't know you was 16, man. We might need to put a little parental advisory on that, bruh.
Shout out to Real New York Giants Mafia. This YouTube channel is unique from other sports channels. We appreciate that.
Thank you, fam. Another one I've been chopping it up with a lot.
We don't know.
Nah, that's my fam right there. That's good people. That's good people.
Appreciate that.
Road to
All
2K. Right. I think we'll get to the road to 2K before the season's over. I really do.
I'm on to it. The Beard, man. Let's get him out of here on Christmas Eve, buddy. Give him a couple words, give him a couple shout-outs. Let's move it on.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas from the Beard. Nah, but for real, like, this has been an awesome ride. Tonight was so much fun. Like, I can't even, begin to explain it. We had some good laughs tonight. In all seriousness, this is a really big week for our teams, and it's going to be super stressful on Sunday, but no matter how the games end up, we'll be back here again, no matter what, giving you guys, all the information that we possibly can and all the good times that we possibly can. Don't forget that we are live this Sunday for the parlay. That is 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you to everybody who tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. It means a lot to us that you guys on Christmas Eve are sitting here with us. That's a important thing for us, and we really appreciate it. And Abuela, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Thank you guys very much. We really do appreciate the love and support. And shout out to everybody for the super chats.
Definitely
that was
appreciate
awesome.
That.
Definitely, awesome. Man. You guys are crazy.
We love you.
You're
Authentic,
crazy,
man. Get him out of here.
Man.
You got a dart in your neck, Scotty. You my boy, Blue. Hey, Giants Nation, man, I can't thank you enough, man. The engagement I've been having on Twitter with y'all and the chat, on our live shows, man. Don't forget to check us out for anybody that's new. We're Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Sunday, we do the parlay at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, we appreciate you always plugging us and always trying to get people to hit that like button. And, man, I just can't thank y'all enough, man. It's been a fantastic year. We got just a couple more shows to round this year out, man, and 2020 is out of here. So for anybody who's having a down 2020, I salute you, man, that this year is almost over and you got through it, man. That's what's most important, that we got through it, man. So looking forward to 2021. Shout out to everybody again in this chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all eat good tomorrow. I hope y'all get everything y'all want present-wise, but the greatest present is your presence. As I said, when I checked it back on my Facebook in 2009, I said that. I see a lot of people using that now. That's a fact. Get around your family if you possibly can. If you got that COVID, stay your butt in the crib, do a little virtual Zoom action. And, man, I can't thank y'all enough, man. Authentic in the Beard, one time. Always trying to keep it 100 with y'all, man. We just trying to talk sports like we used to do at Olympic Manor with my man, Scotty Boomz.
Authentic says availability is the best ability, which means your presence is always loved and appreciated here at the best division of football. Around Christmas time, the holidays time, talk about what you're thankful for. We're thankful for you guys. We say it all the time. We mean it. Without you guys, we are nothing. We are you. You are us. This is Authentic in the Beard, the community, the best division of football. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you have a happy holidays. Hope you wake up tomorrow morning. Santa brought you some beautiful gifts, some beautiful presents. Enjoy with your family, your loved ones. Stay safe. Stay happy. We'll see you guys next Tuesday for the Sunday, for the parlay. Have a beautiful night. Thanks for tuning in, giving us your time. Best division in football. Happy holidays, y'all.
Peace.